Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading the
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you? It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone. It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Key what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. Because GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show is with you. We are off and running to a big hot start on a Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. It is the Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. I don't think there's going to be another one. It could happen again. That would take Back to the Future type things to occur, and then Mike would meet his mom at the prom, and that could be awkward, and then there would be Biff. I don't know who plays Biff in this analogy, but could get kind of lost in that thought. So, what do you say we just continue forward? Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, good head nod. Yeah, thank you, Sean. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, sometimes Twitter, always GamingMorningShow.tv. Thanks for being here. I am Ryan. That is Mike. And that is Sean. Mike can't delete it. It's still there.
Do you want me to wait? I can get rid of it. Do you want me to get rid of it?
It's clicking delete. It's not working. It's like,
Do you want me to get rid of it?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
It never happened.
I think that just makes me relive it.
It had the opposite effect of what you intended,
Yeah.
Sean. He just ran through the whole thing. It was just a lot faster.
It's like Groundhog Day again.
Was Bill Murray at your prom?
Probably. I
Okay,
don't
that
know.
makes sense. Yeah.
He's anywhere there's booze, Bill Murray seems to be. So
I promise we'll connect these dots some way, somehow. We got This Day in Gaming History coming up. We have a fun community birthday to celebrate today, so that'll be cool. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, let us know. We'll do that at 6:50 a.m. Pacific time. At 6:30, 20 minutes prior, 6:25 in fact. It's going to be Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. So pretty fun. Sean's with us for the front hour, I believe. And Mike's going to run co-pilot with me for the rest of the show. So either way, yeah. Oh, you got your Timbers shirt. When I root for the Timbers.
they won this weekend. But Andy Polo got hurt. He's out for the year.
There's a player named Andy Polo.
Yep. He's from a country.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that person's favorite shirt to wear?
Ralph Lauren.
Okay. Any specific type of Ralph Lauren product?
No, he actually likes the Espere, E-Spirit. I don't know how to say it. Never know how to say it.
Man, let me come through with all my fashion knowledge. I mean, it's clearly, Mike, that's Spirit.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. E-Spirit, I believe it's a new gaming line of stuff.
No, I think it's an electric version of Spirit Airlines. Which, yikes. that could go well. Good moron to you, Lady K. It is good to see you, Peekaboo, as well. K-Laugh joining us as well.
Hi, Jordy.
And Aura gave us a host, has to run some errands, but we'll be back. Of course, Aura is our rugby expert. We'll have that coming up around 7:50 a.m. Pacific time today.
What kind of errands do you think Aura has to run? Like fun ones or like not fun ones?
What is a fun errand? Because I know there are some that
I don't
exist, right? Like, well, like, is there one that you like doing better than others? Like, grocery shopping's not an awful pain. It just takes a long time.
It's terrible.
Is it?
It's the other people. If there were no other people in the grocery store, grocery shopping would be fantastic. But yeah, it's the other people that ruin it.
Fair.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I don't mind washing the car at the car wash. That takes
I like
6
mowing.
minutes.
Yard work is fun because then my yard looks pretty.
Do you walk your yard?
Do I walk it?
Like, look around, just admire it.
Let's go for a walk, yard. Not usually. It's very hard to get a leash on it.
It's a term my wife uses, and I always thought it didn't make sense either. Apparently, it definitely does not. I don't have a leash for my yard. Well, whatever your chores/errands are, or I hope they go as well as they possibly can, we'll try to keep you entertained up until 9 o'clock Pacific time this morning. I lost you for a second, Sean. We have you for the first hour, right?
Yeah, I'm just here for the first time.
Just here for the first hour. But you'll be here all day on Thursday, and then on Friday we have a guest host that we will reveal to you tomorrow. Through the magic of fun. Theo will be in the chair tomorrow as well.
Magic.
Live audiences for one late night talk show host. We'll let you know what that means in a story coming up. Store owners with a lottery ticket. Well, they might have helped somebody out that they didn't need to. And of course, we continue everyone's favorite watch, because we have many of them, but this one's by far the favorite.
Nerd alert.
It is Mars Watch 2020. It continues, as we'll tell you what happens this time with the international edition of Mars Watch as well. I had fun last night, played a little Apex Legends, so that was good. I watched Sean play Minecraft, and tonight GMS Plays continues as it has been Monday and Tuesdays. But I will be sitting sidecar as we play together Resident Evil.
It's gonna be great.
I like how the music dropped out right there. That's
The
a good
masses
sign.
are excited. Everyone's gonna be
The
there.
masses.
Mhm.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
That's gonna be great.
Well, and then you're not helping me any at all. You're like, yeah, we'll turn out the lights. We'll make it really dark. You have a very vivid monitor.
Oh yeah.
It's like playing
Turn
Resident
out
Evil.
those lights.
Back in the day,
Scariness.
Resident Evil wasn't that bad because it was super pixelated and you could watch it on like a 480p resolution TV. Like, now it's like the zombie is in you.
He is one.
Yes,
That's
One
inappropriate.
with you.
that's probably
It's not that zombie. Get away. You're not nice.
so. I'm not excited about that, but yeah.
That's a lie. You're totally excited.
Am I? Do I look? Does this look like someone who's excited to get the
Hold on, let me look.
crap scared out of them?
No. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
I apologize.
I don't want to.
Did you Google excited face and it didn't look like Ryan?
Yeah. That was not. It was not
Not the
correct.
same.
Fun fact: Mike Googles all emotions every time that somebody makes them. Just a second, I need to check what face you're making right now.
Yeah. It was. Which one is this? Okay, good. Yeah.
We can move on. Well, we'll do that tonight at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Sean scares the crap out of Ryan. That's
Great.
another name
Take
for
that.
GMS Place. Tap Dance Day today. It is Towel Day, which, pretty good day. Celebrate the thing that we take for granted, I'm sure. Towels. It is Wine Day, which I'm a big fan of. National Missing Children's Day. National Brown Baguette Day. I'm surprised that one's not linked. That one seems like it could use a little bit of context, right?
It's just put your food in a brown bag instead of buying food today. Easy.
Oh, brown bag lunch type thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it bad that my first association was with alcohol?
No, because it's also wine day. I had the same thought.
Okay. Because you take the wine, you put it in the brown bag. National
True,
Sing
yeah.
Out Day as well. Our topic of the day is Geek Pride Day, and so we're asking you, chat, what is it that you geek out the most about? There's a definite change, I think, in the term geek, and in fact, daysoftheyear.com has said geek has evolved greatly over the year and now usually means a person who is fascinated with a certain, albeit complicated, subject. But still, I think like geek, I associate more closely with just being like a huge fan of something, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we asked this question. What do you geek out about the most? Like, I obviously think I have a feel for what your answers will be, but it'd be silly for me to try to guess. Mike, what do you geek out about the most?
Errands. Errands are my favorite.
Love them. Every single one.
Yeah, all the time.
Grocery
Errands.
store.
Yeah. Grocery. Yeah, the especially when you have to buy feminine products, that's my favorite.
Get the gas.
Yeah. All sorts of things, you know. No, I geek out about a lot of things. I'm not very good at this. Yeah. I geek out about Marvel. I love Marvel. Rocks. I geek out like crazy. I've almost crashed our car a few times driving into West Virginia because there's some amazing rock formations. See what else? Other things. Cryptids. There's a Bigfoot behind me over there. I love him. Yeah, lots of things.
It was
Lots of stuff.
Sean.
Nice. Similarly, I geek out about many things. You know, comics and
Excuse me.
comic book movies, music, especially now that we have a record player. Like tracking down some of my favorite music on vinyl. GMS.
Okay. I think that those are all answers. And Mike, so far, were all the ones that I had predicted. Record player is a good one. I'm so happy that you got a record player because I didn't realize how into records you are.
Yeah.
And now with
Just
the
like music.
Aerial
Oh, I
Nights Never
missed.
Yield coming out, and you having pre-ordered that, I'm so excited for you to get it.
Is that the sequel to Aladdin? Aerial Nights and Aerial Day.
He was here for that show, right? No, that was last week. He missed it. Aerial Knight is the name of the developer who made the game Aerial Knights Never Yield.
Well,
Neil Jones. He joined us on the show.
Yeah, I knew that. I told
us
you that.
Steam codes to give away to the audience, and we gave away the soundtrack.
Yep.
At least
that's what I said.
At least this proves that Mike actually did take like a full week off and didn't pay attention to the show.
The only the only time I turned on Twitch was when Austin was co-hosting. That was literally the only time I watched
That's
Twitch.
funny. Yeah, no, Neil Jones goes by Aerial Knight, and that's how you can find
I
Neil on
missed.
Twitter as well. Good moron to you, Copia. AJ answering this question with, I think I geek out the most about COD Zombies or Warframe. Those are the top two for sure. Lady K geeks out about herbalism, which we can tell because you give us a tremendous amount of facts of the day. And I'm not surprised. Lady K won one of the copies that we gave away after Neil came into the chat to give away Steam codes for Aerial Knights Never Yield. And then we gave one away on our own accord. And I think that's fulfillment is behind Lady K. So Sean will have a stern talking to with fulfillment and see if we can get that sent out.
sure.
So
Did Sushi ever get the Roomba game?
yes, I have confirmed
Okay.
that one happened.
Gotcha,
And Copia,
okay.
who's in chat, who says Goof Moron, who was our March Name of the Month winner, which was Inspector Waffles. Copia has also received that one.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Fulfillment was actually doing pretty good. I think Sushi, who also won the soundtrack to Aerial Knights Never Yield, received that pretty fast. So I thought Fulfillment had been fixed, Lady K, but I'll have a check on that with the manager. So Sean cracks his knuckles.
Sushi keeps winning things. Is that?
Yeah, Sushi's
pretty much
very lucky.
It's like we just do sushi giveaways.
Nice. I would like a sushi giveaway. I had sushi for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, I want some sushi. Oh, that guy missed. I was not expecting him to not hit the ball. I also, speaking.
Uh-oh.
This is what they call a cliffhanger in the biz. So, to be continued.
Mom? Uh-oh. Okay. Do it twice.
Sorry, I was busy looking at Sean.
Thanks.
All right, run that back. Sean, you left us. When we last left you, you gave us that cliffhanger of, That's all we heard. You said, And then you just gone.
I was going to tell you one of the things I geek out about, and I really geek out about consistent internet connectivity.
Hi, it's Sean, Sports Talk Gaming from Gaming Morning Show, and I'm here to talk to you about consistent internet bandwidth. Too often in this world, we're not able to maintain conversations because of shaky internet. If you have this problem like I did, please take this pill. We also got Lady K saying, I geek out about all types of mythology, cryptids, and witchcraft knowledge. Hell, I geek about knowledge itself. Yeah.
I went in the goal.
I do kind of like random facts. And maybe that's why I like Lady K's fact of the day so much, because I just like, I guess I geek out about what people are super interested in. And so when people have like a level of knowledge about something, it's always fun to like hear those little moments come out where it's like, yeah, actually I know a lot about that because I studied, this at this place, or I went to this country and I learned about this. Those kind of things.
Get in.
So,
Sword. But what I was actually going to say is board games. I like board games a lot too.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that you got me into that I didn't ever think I would is like those legacy games, where the thing changes as it goes along, and then even like the seasonal games, and then honestly a little bit more of the complex games. Like I used to always be just like, oh, board games, yeah, we can play Monopoly, right? But there's games that are a lot more in depth than that, and those are a lot of fun.
They are fun, and I'm excited. It's been a while, and we've said it multiple times, but I'm excited for us to get back to our pandemic legacy playthroughs and get into season 2. It'll be good.
That poor game is going to have a pandemic trademark legacy game so that we can make sure that we differentiate that we are not excited about the pandemic, but we are excited about the game pandemic trademark legacy season 2. Good morning on to UK. Yes, it is Geek Pride Day, so we are asking you, what is it that you geek out the most about? I'm definitely in like the realm of sports. I get geeked out about the level of information that I can get around sports, and I am
like soccer.
Except for soccer.
Yeah, of course.
But like I do like those nuggets that you get from my friend Hofbrew calls it baseball stats, where it's like, did you know that Mike has more left-handed 3-ball count singles to right field on a Tuesday than anybody else in Major League Baseball, right?
I don't have 3 balls. I only have 2.
No, this was a 3-ball count. So I don't know where you're getting the extra one from, but
I thought we were talking about,
juggling.
Biology.
I did.
Biology.
Don't let it hit the ground. Don't let it hit the ground.
You're doing a great job. I was spinning donuts over here. It is 6:22 over on the West Coast, 9:22 on the East Coast. It is 2:22 for those watching in the UK. Thanks for hanging out with us. Kopi says, I geek out about football, music, and Pokemon. Pokemon's a good one. My kids are really into Pokemon and Bakugan, so I'd consider them geeking out on both of those right now. And then Kate Zaid says, languages and cultures. I'd love to hear more about that. But yeah, those are 2 good things to geek out. And this is more specific to this topic, right? Geek Pride Day gives you a chance to completely, unapologetically learn about who you are. Dress in any style you like. Dress up as your favorite science fiction character. Spend the entire day geeking out and learning if you prefer. There are no limits to Geek Pride, so let your inner geek run free. Things that you actually, again, know the most about, including certain complicated subjects. Yeah, it actually sounds pretty cool, according to daysoftheyear.com. Papa Paz says, I geek out for sports and new research topics in the field of thanatology.
Oh,
nailed it. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of myself. Mispronunciation counter. We don't need you for about a minute, so suck it.
Top of the moron.
Top of the moron to you, Papa Paz, Chat FM. Good moron. Photography is my geek go-to. Say cheese, which is not a vegetable. Thank you very much. I think these are all good answers, and I think this is, I think where I interpret this idea that, again, Geek Pride Day, what do you geek out the most about? It just fuels my interest in people. Like, we were talking to Sushi yesterday on Sushi's Apex Duos Day. And she told us a story about how she got into running. And she geeked out, or does geek out, about running. I was like, this is great. Because I just got to learn something about somebody. And I always appreciate those moments. So.
It's funny you mentioned that cheese is not a vegetable. I learned a fun fact today. This is one of the things I really enjoy geeking out a lot, too. Is when you learn like random fun facts. There's actually a podcast in the works called What the Fact, and it's about weird facts because I find them so intriguing. And today I found out, and this goes way back, but do you know what Oklahoma's state vegetable is?
Tomatoes.
Watermelon.
I
Yep,
would have figured
they declared.
They would have figured that was Arkansas's favorite vegetable because of Harry Clarence Styles.
Arkansas's favorite harpsichord player.
But yeah, they the state vegetable is a fruit, so that's cool.
No, that's at least a good story.
Fun facts.
Papa Pot says that is the study of grief, loss, and death. Is that why Thanos is called Thanos, or does that have nothing to do with thanatology?
It's probably ballpark same. Yeah.
Watermelon Gate.
Inspired by.
It is 6:25. Let's get the news, the headlines of the day, hopefully that you can use. This is what we do every morning in this spot. And that's the video game news of the day. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Speaking of video games.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. And this is your morning gaming news. Apex, that's what I was thinking. Apex Legends 3v3 Arena has an update that finally punishes levers. You know the things that are on the wall and you pull them and it does something. Those levers.
Pull the lever,
Is that what they're talking about?
Pull the lever, Krog. Wrong lever!
No, this is people that are leaving in the middle of matches, which apparently has been a larger problem in the Arena's game mode. The tweet from Respawn Entertainment reveals that players will now incur a 10-minute lockout penalty if they abandon an Arena's game. Players will be warned about the abandonment penalty before they leave, and it only applies if the leaver is in a full squad when they depart the game. Players who are unfortunate enough to be partied up with an abandoning player will not be punished for abandoning the game after them. This has been a requested feature since the introduction of Arena's mode, and people in the community have explained why it's important. Because in Arena's mode, my enemies always, this is a quote, my enemies always disconnect when I win the first round, and then there's only 1 or 2 people left in their team. That just feels really unfair.
Yeah, that's been...
We've been in a situation.
True problem, so...
And not fun to be on that team where someone leaves, or even worse, 2 people leave, and then you're just there by yourself. So stuff like this is handy, just to discourage people from, get off to a bad start and you just leave and get back into the lobbies. So good job, Respawn. And now moving into the movie portion of the morning gaming news. First up, we have information on the Portal movie, which is in development at Warner Brothers. A lot of this information comes from J.J. Abrams, who's long rumored been working on the game with Valve in terms of development. And he says Abrams confirmed the Portal movie status to IGN. And quote, "We actually do have a script that's being written for the Portal movie now at Warner Brothers. We're really excited about the take and the pitch, so it feels like the thing's finally on the rails," which is fantastic. A Portal movie sounds like a lot of fun. He also revealed that the writers behind the Portal script, but they haven't. Didn't reveal the writers behind the Portal script, and no directors have been approached about the project yet. So it's still in early stages, but it is moving along. And I think they reached out to Mike O to play GLaDOS. Is that true?
Who am I?
GLaDOS.
Gladys Knight in the Pips.
Close enough.
She's great.
I don't know what that means.
I've never met.
I don't
I've never
know.
played Portal.
I don't know.
So
Kate, I need your help. What's that mean?
You guys need to go play Portal
I'm
right
so-
now.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, we'll be right
Get up.
back. We just
yeah.
Get off. Go
See
play
ya.
Portal.
See you later.
You guys are disappointing. Copia knows. Portal's great.
Yeah, portals. I like portals. That's how you go from one place to another.
famous Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Blake Portals.
You guys are
Oh.
the worst.
I think he plays for the
for the
49ers or
Packers
something.
now.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that. Whatever.
He went
He's
from
so
San
great.
Francisco to Green Bay. All he had to do
Oh.
was hop through a portal, and then he got over
Portal.
In other movie news, Sony denies it's working on a God of War movie. So apparently there have been rumors that a God of War movie was in the works with Sony. But this week, Sony has confirmed that no God of War movie or TV show is currently in development. The New York Times shared a quote from a Sony spokesperson who commented on the long-rumored God of War movie, flat out denying that the company is working on a game-to-feature adaptation of the action-adventure franchise. Contrary to its speculation, one that is not, at least not anytime soon, according to a Sony spokesperson. God of War. Which is
That's-
okay. I don't think they need a movie for God of War.
What are you
at
talking
this
about?
point.
I think that would be amazing.
I think it would be amazing as well, but with the revamp that it went through with the last game, and now they're planning the sequel, which is originally when they announced it was supposed to be out sometime this year. I think they focus on making that game and maybe one more, and just get a really good set of games out, and then move on to making a movie. I don't want it to come now and not be good and steal the thunder for these great games. So I agree, a God of War movie would be fantastic. I just don't think it's time. I mean, look at Uncharted. Uncharted, the video game series, went through four games, and they're kind of getting to the point where that series is in some sort of limbo because they Naughty Dog doesn't want to work on it anymore. They want to do other stuff. And so we don't have a solid future for Uncharted, the video game series. And now we're getting a movie, so we can focus on that instead.
Not Uncharted. I've never played that either.
I know. You guys are no help.
So it means that I haven't played God of War since the PlayStation 2 because I was an Xbox guy until I got a PC Master Race. And now I don't know about I don't know about the son of Kronos and the daughter of Kronos and Kronos' dog. I don't know what all the new games are. So I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news with the world renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Other games that we've never played. King of Seas, out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster, out on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. Capcom Arcade Stadium, out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Saints Row the Third Remastered, out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S. Erica, out on PC. Wraith, yep. Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife, out on PC. Biomutant, out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. That's a game that's been in development for what feels like a decade. And Strangeland, out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Very, very valet. Out on Switch.
Well, the best supporting actor for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News segment today was Sean's internet. It held through the entire time, and we were very proud of that internet today. Temperamental. Jeez. Congratulations, Very, Very Valet, for being our Name of the Morning. It is out today on Switch, and now eligible to be Name of the Month. I'm sad. It looks like we're going to have to do Name of the Month this week without our interview with the developers. We'll try one more time and see if we can get them on, but that'll probably be a Friday giveaway? Question mark? I don't know. Figure it out. But if you missed any of the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, you can find it on our Twitter. Follow us at WatchGMS and search
Hashtag GMS, name of the morning.
to find the name of the morning. I am Hefty Goof. That is Look, It's Mike O, and Sports.Gaming. We are at WatchGMS. All that time, chat was having a very thorough conversation about... Damn it.
But damn it.
No. About... Oh, gosh. Thanatology. So, that was happening.
Nice.
Also, Kiki Lowe has checked in. Good moron to you.
Good moron.
And also, Digital Dot Games is here, too. So, good morning. It is Geek Pride Day, specifically. So, what is it that you geek out on the most? We would love to know that answer from you, as we've had quite a range. In fact, that's what got us into Thanatology. So, yeah, it's pretty big.
You're getting better. Look at that.
Hey, yeah, just before you know it, I'll just be ripping through words so fast. Just
Yeah,
crazy fast. Words.
So I did a quick Google search of that Erica game, and it looks really interesting. It's like a live action playthrough where you make it's like a choose your own adventure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That one, and then I looked at the name of the month or the name of the morning, and I was like, it's very colorful. So I was excited. I can't tell you anymore because it got my attention. Lady K says Kronos, sometimes spelt as Kronos or Cronus, is Titan of Time. He has chopped up into pieces by the three sons Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades saved them from having been swallowed whole by Kronos. They kept his body parts locked in a box in the deepest depths of Tartarus, so that he will be made whole. Nailed it.
Perfect.
Hey, Mike, there's something cool that's happening in late night TV, and that's possibly live audiences. It sounds cool. Is it going to be cool, and who is it, according to David Bowder of ABC News?
Live audiences are coming back. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thank you very much, Mike. That is your news update.
So Stephen Colbert, we all know and love. He's a pretty funny guy. He's been working in a tiny little office in the Ed Sullivan Theater, doing his shows. And the only people that have been there are Stephen Colbert himself, obviously, because it's a show, the executive producer, a camera dude, and his wife. A camera person, because we don't have a studio.
Sounded
really.
like Gilligan's Island. And his wife.
And his wife. Tartar sauce. Yes, Lady K, gotcha. But
That's not what that says.
he's coming back. That's right. And when I say he, I mean live audiences. As of June the 14th, which is just a few weeks
That's
from now.
Flag Day, by the way.
That's Flag Day. Just in celebration of Flag Day, Stephen Colbert will have a live studio audience in the Ed Sullivan Theater. So it's been shut down since March of last year, obviously.
I missed.
But he's produced 205 episodes from the tiny, creepy little office with his wife. But they're gonna start having folks come back into the crowd, so they're gonna have to provide proof that they've been vaccinated. Masks will be
No
optional.
Max. No Max.
No Max. I'm sorry. Is your name Max? You can't be here. But masks will be optional. You have to prove you're vaccinated. Colbert bringing back a real live audience is a moment to be celebrated, said Bill Carter, executive producer of CNN's documentary series The Story of Late Night, which they quote a whole lot in this article, which is weird, just because the guy likes late night, I guess. But it's going to be pretty cool. They're not having audiences in the Ed Sullivan Theater has been really strange because it's been used for so long with Late Night with David Letterman, and then with Colbert once he took over. But they're going to be coming back, and it's a big thing because it's a full studio audience. Jimmy Kimmel has been running I like the article says Jimmy Kimmel has been having live audiences since March, but nobody knows how many people. So they're like, yeah, this looks good. Yeah. So it's not the first to do it, but it's going to be the first full one. So it'll be cool to see full crowds coming back into a theater and having some laughs. So that's good.
Forgive me, Lady Kate. That is me just not being able to say words. But Tartarus, I think is how I was supposed to be, at least close to that. Also, I apologize to everyone watching the gameplay, because apparently I wasn't on ball cam, which made me feel like why I was doing so well with it, and it turns out I had it toggled off, and now I'm sad because I felt like I was doing better with ball cam.
Oh God, I blew up. You were doing great.
I was, but because I was playing without ball cam. So because I was like, man, I can see everything that I want to see, and I was able to move the camera. Oh, man. It was so sad.
Crap.
I thought I had made progress. Daphne, lover of Apollo, turned into a laurel tree when she tried to leave him. Is that related to the Tartarus story?
Tartar sauce?
I think Mike.
I don't like tartar sauce.
I think Mike.
It's weird.
That's where you go. No, my internet's cutting out now.
I'm out of boost. Yeah, take that.
But something happened up here, and I want Sean's opinion on this, because there was discussion about Celeste. And we got into, this was Papa Paz, who said something about brings a whole new perspective on the game Celeste, perhaps? Yes. That brings a whole new perspective to the game Celeste if it means peaceful death. And it looks like Lady K is not familiar with that game, but Thanatology is a newer study that primarily deals with mental health, according to Papa Paz. I studied it from a humanist perspective. Psychology will study more of the brain, whereas Thanatology will say what we do, we feel like this, and how we process it. So, oh yeah, and then Selene is the goddess of the moon. I said Celeste, she is rarely mentioned. So anyway, I didn't know if that had something to do with the game Celeste, but I wanted to bring that up because I found that was interesting. Because you like Celeste. So.
Celeste was really good. It's been a while since I played that.
I have a friend named Celeste. She's really nice. She's not the moon though.
That you know of.
But that's a good point. I'm gonna have to text her and be like, "Hey, are you the moon?" And then she'll be like, "Are you calling me fat?" I'm like, "No, what?" Scott did Sean, whatever your name is. Scott Sean.
Scott Sean.
It's close enough.
And we just learned what we're gonna call the mashup with Scott Chick and Sean doing co-stream.
I'm really excited though about all this like mythology talk, because when I was a kid, I loved mythology, and I would spend hours just reading. Like I would get books from the library at school, and I would just dive deep into all that stuff. It was so neat. All the mythos.
Yeah, there were things like that when I was in school, especially at, like elementary school and junior high, where like I'd find it as a tangent to what I was actually supposed to be learning about. Like something would come up and it'd be like, oh, what's that? And then you'd look that up and you're like, well, this is interesting. And before you know it, you spent 4 hours reading about that instead of what you're supposed to study for.
Yeah. I used to love going to the library, yeah, because they'd be like, okay, you gotta study about weather. And I'd be like, oh, Zeus. What?
Sorry, Mike. I just put my car's booty in your face.
Weather. Sports.
Love it. By the way, Chat FM did say, not sure if everyone wants ball cam. We appreciate the weather's getting better, but that's too extreme.
I mean, I can flip on the under desk cam if we're needing that.
I still find it interesting that you bought one of those but never have it on.
Well, it's not for this stream. It's for the other streams. Yeah. For the streams where I wear a bunny mask.
Oh no!
Oh, that wasn't good.
That's the wrong way.
Oh, I missed. So did you have any other fun adventures last night, Sean?
Jimmy.
Yes. Lots. I stayed up way too late.
This was during Minecraft on GMS Plays,
Yeah, no, not like.
not bunny
No,
masks
it
and under desk cams.
I knew it was a bad sign when like Scott Chick showed up and she's like, "Good morning," and then Axe showed up and he was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Good morning," and I'm like, "Oh boy, I gotta go to bed." No, it was good. The mining went really well. I cleared out a large cave system, which was good because I did it very systematically and I didn't get lost, and I lit it all up and cleared it all out of the fun good stuff, and then I was like, oh, that's a good place to end, or I can go check out this other cave system, and so I did that for a while, and that went fairly well, and then I found more diamond, and that was exciting, and then it's like, hey, that's a good place to end, and then I found a mine shaft. And a mine shaft is exciting because they're pretty rare, and they have a lot of good loot, and they have enemy spawners, which you can turn into, you can build like an XP farm, so finding an enemy spawner is really, really handy. And so this was at like midnight, I found the mine shaft, and I'm like, well, I can't not check out the mine shaft at least a little bit. And so I did that, and so then I finally finished up at like 12:45.
I figured it might be a bad sign when I saw that Axe hosted us 5 hours ago when I was getting ready for the show at 5:45. I was like,
Yep.
wait, so if we were on the air at
Yep.
12:45, that means Sean was
Yep.
still playing Minecraft. And I was like, oh no.
Sure was. It was just one of those nights where you're like, I'll just do this one little thing and then go to bed, and then it turns into a big thing, and then you're like, how about I'll just do this one little thing. It was fun, but it lasted too long.
Copia is
Mistakes were made.
jumping into this mythology conversation, but said, on the heels of Daphne, lover of Apollo, turned into Laurel Tree, decided to leave him. Said, but recovered just in time to release such hits as Ooh, Stick You, Ugly, and the unforgettable cover of Alice Cooper's School Out. I'm guessing there's an artist that has the same name, Copia, on that. But that was nice work. I've always liked puns and jokes. Thanks. Copia, I appreciate you. Copia, you're great. Good job, Copia.
Copia's real name is Siegfried. Do you know that?
Oh, the Firestarter is here. In other news, that emo kid Mark is known as the Firestarter. So good morning to you. It is good to see you, Mark. It's been too long since we've had you grace us in the chat, so it is good to see you this morning. How have things been for you? Papa Pa says he also woke up with the wrong shirt on. Must send him a Notre Dame shirt. Uh-oh. Well, Mike, we'll just turn our mics off and let you two fight for about an hour.
No, I'm not gonna fight.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not a fighter. Yeah. And you know, the Notre Dame rivalry is my favorite rivalry too, because their fans are nice and kind, and we always treated them right when they were in LA, and they always treated us right when we were in Notre Dame. And you know, playing in the marching band, and like going through campus in pregame and stuff like that. Most away fans are, you know, neutral at best and hostile at worst. But the Notre Dame fans would often, like, if we were playing somewhere, they would like stop and listen and like say nice things. I like Notre Dame fans.
I want to give, I guess, a good luck to Kiki Lowe. Kiki's getting a new chair today. And as somebody who
that's exciting.
recently got a new chair, and that of our own Sports Gaming, it's a win, right?
I like new chair day.
Specifically, since you are also in the Cairo world, Kiki Lowe says, I am smelly, waiting on a new chair to come from work as I'm old and my back hurts.
Wait,
And I just
did you
want
start that with I am
that's
smelly?
hey, listen, that's what Kiki wrote. I can't.
No, I'm just what, Kiki?
Yeah, Kiki literally.
Kiki what?
I'm waiting for it to come. I hope it comes today, according to Kiki Lowe about the chair.
I hope it goes today too.
It goes today. Listen, as somebody who
Where
has
does
a
it go?
broken keyboard on my laptop, like, it's getting significantly worse. And I'll be in chats all day, and I'll keep missing E's and R's, and I'm like, gosh, it looks like I can't spell at all. It frustrates me, so I feel you.
Just embrace it, and then when you start talking, just purposely drop letters. So then they'll be like, like what? It's how I learned. Leave me alone.
All right, let me try this. I'm actually curious if this is the case. Manage poll. Create a new poll. All right, this is a Twitch poll.
Do you need ease?
Twit poll.
I'm just going to write this in a very general term.
I'm really excited.
Did you like school? This is a 2-minute poll. Only because... Oh, damn it. It says try... I keep getting an error. Damn it. This thing sucks. Why can't our polls work? Ugh. Anyway, write 1 if you... Yes if you did like it. No if you didn't. But I see like Copia saying, not possible. I want to go back to school. And then people are like, no, school sucks and things. So I'm always curious if anyone actually did like school. So... Lady K has a fun fact for us this morning. There is a plant named Daphne, which is toxic to human. And although it's laurel plant, which is poisonous, the Greek laurel is actually edible. The leaves can be used in salad or boiled like spinach.
Lady K, fact of the day. Day.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, got some mixes going so far.
Okay.
Okay. I've never met Mike Streams video games. Nice to see you, Mike.
What do you mean? You're right. You've never met him. 'Cause it's not me.
Mike, how did you get somebody here so fast for this question?
His name is Mike, and he lives in Texas. All right.
Okay. Mike's already built a persona for Mike Streams video games. This is great. No, it's good to see you, Mike. Have we had Mike in the chat before, Mike?
I think so once. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember you as well. We are a morning radio show that plays games and is 6:50, so it is time to celebrate birthdays today. This one's exciting. This is a community birthday that we've kind of been excited for because it lands on a Tuesday, and if we know anything about this individual, it is that they love tacos. A big community happy birthday to King Gray!
King Gray!
It's your birthday song. It is not very long.
That's funny.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mike, it was funny that you come in because we did exactly what you just said. We accused you of being Mike O again. But it was also funny because it was on the heels of school, and I felt Mike was worried about the outcome of this poll. It is good to see you this morning. The topic of the day, by the way, is Geek Pride Day. What is it that you geek out the most on? Other birthdays, celebrity birthdays. Sir Ian McKellen turns 82.
Hey.
I haven't opened up
great.
it yet. Is that Magneto?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Gandalf.
Who's Gandalf? Oh, no, don't tell. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna get this one right, and I'm gonna try. That's Lord of the Rings. Did he leave?
Okay, I'll come back.
But that is right?
Yep.
Okay. So Lord of the Rings. Okay, and then because Gandalf was a wizard, right?
Yep.
Like that was kind of his main thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was not in Harry Potter.
I know, but Harry Potter had like a fairly like adult wizard, right? Like was a teacher. Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that was
Great.
fairly like that's a pretty good equivalency.
Sure. Yep. They're kind of the same ish. Yeah.
Okay, Gandalf, 82. That wasn't. I'm actually pretty proud of myself there because I always screw it up. I'm also really bad with my friends' kids' names other than Sean. So I was like, that one's so and so's. No, it's not. Damn it. Director Frank Oz turned 77 today.
That's cool.
Didn't Frank Oz do a whole bunch of voices, or is that a different Oz? Like, I thought Frank Oz was like the voice of every Muppet ever made for a long time.
The Great and Powerful Oz?
Yeah, like it was like Jim Henson and then like
The
Frank
Great
Oz.
and Powerful Oz.
Anybody looking this up, or do I have to do it myself? I think I'm right. I'm trying to go.
He's a director.
I'm trying to go 2 for 2 here.
He was he was the Muppets.
Yes! What else do you want to know, Chad? I'm on a roll. Go ahead, hit me with questions. I got your back today. That's more than I want to know. That's more than what I know about this either series. Yeah, I've never seen. I've seen all the Lord of the Rings, but I can't remember them because it was not a fun experience for me. And then, yeah, I've never seen any of the Harry Potters, but I'm trying. You shall not pass.
Yeah, he was in the Muppets. He was. He also was the voice of Yoda. The puppeteer of Yoda.
Nailed that, man. What else you want to know, Chad? I got you.
He was in a movie called Innocent Blood. That's fun.
As opposed to Guilty Blood.
Sure.
Gamora.
Top of the moron.
To Wage.
Also, I'm
Wow.
gonna share this picture. This picture of Frank Oz. He looks like Tobias from Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at this picture.
What's he
They're the
doing
same
with
person.
Fozzie and Miss Piggy there, you weirdo? Who
He's
is
their-
Carrie Ells?
He's
Do
their
it.
voice.
Uh-huh. Sure he is.
Mike Myers, the actor, not the killer, is 58 today.
How old is the killer?
No. Oh, no. Did you see the fun fact for Mike Myers?
Oh, jeez, God, no.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
It's almost like we should
Let's
let
not
them
tell
know.
people.
You don't want to tell them
The
about
third
it?
one
No,
was
that's not.
bad.
They're gonna be disappointed. That's not.
We don't want. We aren't going to tell you what we know, chat, because we don't want you to be as disappointed as we are.
Ugh,
So
that's terrible.
just put it in the chat and see if we can gloss it over.
Don't even do that.
Actress Anne Heche turns 52. Heche.
That's a
52.
terrible picture for them. They're like, let's get it in the most unflattering time. Ready, go.
Jamie Kennedy turns 51 today.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I learned that I was watching one of those Watch Mojo videos again, and it was like the top 10 oddest cameos in sports video games, which shows you that apparently this has happened way more than you would have expected. And Jamie Kennedy was like a staple in like one of the NBA Street games or NBA Live games, one of the two, where it's like you had to play a game against a simulated Jamie Kennedy, and every time Jamie Kennedy scored, like a picture of him would pop up and he'd say something.
Weird.
Yeah, I'll try to find that one for you. Actress Octavia Spencer turns 51 today. Actor Cillian Murphy turns 45.
Oh.
Same age for rapper Rashida today. Olympian Ali Raceman turns 27.
Hold on. Why does she get? I mean, and granted, she's amazing, but Michael Jordan was put in the others, and she gets a credit.
Maybe it's the difference between being an Olympian and being a annual season athlete.
Michael Jordan
I know,
won a
I'm
couple
just-
Olympic gold medals. Just saying.
He's also a movie star. Have you seen Space Jam?
True.
True. You know what? But he didn't finish fourth in Dancing with the Stars.
There you
My
go.
Bad.
There you
My bad.
go. Actress Zazie Beetz turns 30 today.
Swiss Beats.
That's
Are
what I
they
got.
related?
Also, from Mike Streams Video Games, happy birthday, Wayne Can. Oh, that's Mike Myers.
It's Roman Reigns' birthday. AJ, if you're still here. Joseph Anoa'i.
They said that they might make an Austin Powers 4 chat, okay? They said
It's in-
it. They said they
it's
might
in
make
there.
it. Okay? That's what it said, the fun fact. It might be Austin Powers 4, and I don't want to acknowledge it.
I put it in the chat.
That's what that long string of mostly consonants and some vowels was.
Yeah.
It says Austin Powers. They might make an Austin Powers 4. What did we do?
Who's asking for this movie?
Why did they stop it when it was over?
Mike Myers.
There's no win. There is no winning if they make an Austin Powers 4.
He
'Cause-
says, "Hey guys, please give me a new movie. I need something to do. My wife's making me crazy."
Most likely it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
In the off chance that it's not
Awful.
terrible, it's just going to cause them to make a fifth one, and that one is guaranteed
No!
to be terrible.
Make it stop, Sean! I don't want to have it.
All right, guys, we need some new movie ideas. All right, hear me out. All right, Austin Powers 4.
See, Copia, I actually would have thought that potentially, like, maybe I could live with that. And then they used Wayne's World for the Uber Eats commercials. And just Mike looks too old, man. Like, nah.
Dana Carvey, surprisingly, though, still looks like he could be 22.
I know. I mean, and maybe that's just because Mike looks fairly old. Like, they're just next to each other. It's like, yeah, Dana looks good. So
He's doing okay.
yeah, Mike's aged poorly in that regard. I mean, just can't pull off Wayne Campbell anymore.
Well, I was gonna say he could be in other things, but not that.
Okay,
That's okay.
No, oh no.
They can just do the thing where they like have new ones. It'll be like Wayne's son.
See, I thought about that too earlier when we were talking about something else, and it was like, oh, is that like a Son of the Mask thing? Which coincidentally Jamie Kennedy started. So
shocking.
Yeah.
It all comes full circle.
This is
And at least this is Austin Powers 4 and not like a reboot.
yes.
Because it would be worse if they were trying to reboot it.
Maybe Shia LaBeouf could be the new Austin Powers.
Yikes. Yeah. I mean, what would be worse though? Austin Powers 4 or like Shrek 7?
At least in Shrek, like you can't see the failed facelift. Why, Mike? Why? Just age. Just age.
I feel like the Shrek movies are easier to ignore because there've been enough of it.
Well, that and like I can just put it on and like nap while my kids watch it and chuckle. So
Goodbye, Digital Doc. Goodbye, Kiki. Just one quick question before you both leave. Do you have the same meeting or are you going to different meetings? Just want to make sure.
Suspicious.
All right, we got to say goodbye to Sean. It is 7 o'clock. No, we have gaming history really quick. Nintendo.
sorry, what?
that was he had to reboot real quick.
I just tried to go too quick.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Sorry. I tried to go a little too fast. I had to start the engine.
Yeah, thank you, Nintendo. Hey, wow, Nintendo's here hella early. And also, yeah, you just made the internet dial-up noise. Speaking of bandwidth.
Is that what you're using this morning, Sean?
You got mail. The AOL CD.
It's actually a really bad sign because I'm actually hardwired today.
Oh
so
no!
it's a larger issue. It's not my usual issue.
I'm sorry. That was a noise I made for sure. Oh no! I thought you. Okay, so Nintendo, that's awful. But then I immediately read that and I was like, I damaged. Like I thought I made Mochi react with that noise I just made. That sound that only dogs could hear for a second.
Terrified.
Oh no! Okay, I'm back. 2004.
Oh, good.
Nintendo releases the Mario vs. Donkey Kong video game for the Game Boy Advance. Also,
we've settled the lawsuit.
there was a Mario vs. Donkey Kong video game?
Yeah,
they
obviously.
had like mini games and stuff. People liked it. I never played it.
I mean, I would imagine that actually would have been pretty fun. So, 2010, Activision releases the Blur video game. Woo! PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Blur, Song 2. Anyone?
Yeah.
2010, Sony releases the Mod Nation Racers video game for PlayStation 3 and PSP. And 2017, the Deep End Games releases the Perception video game for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in the US.
Such a great game, no one ever heard of it.
Mod Nation Racers was pretty cool, but it had like unbelievable load times for everything, and so that really killed it.
That's the Mod Nation game, did?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a cool idea because it was like it was a karting game, so it was like PlayStation's take on like Mario Kart, but you can customize your character and your cars and the tracks, and like it was like a Little Big Planet but in a karting form, and it was really cool. But yeah, the load times were just it ruined any momentum. So
I'm sorry. Is chat right now whiteboarding an Austin Powers Dr. Evil plot? Like,
Yep,
a mashup between the Austin Powers and. No, I guess that's the same movie, isn't it?
And fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not sure which one. It will more than likely be better than whatever they come out with.
Well,
in Austin
didn't they
Powers
make
for
an Austin Powers where Seth Green's Scott Evil was the main evil character, or was that like the end of one of the Austin Powers?
It was like the end.
Okay. See, this is why we didn't tell you, chat. We knew you choose chaos, so. Oh, you're emphasizing that it shouldn't happen. Thank you, Copia. If you could be the voice of reason in chat today, that would be great. Thank you. End of gold member. Thank you also to you, Kyle. I appreciate that. All right. How we doing? Everyone good? We good?
I mean, no, because they're gonna make that stupid movie.
All right, we'll talk about the... Yes, Copy, I saw you tweeted us. We'll talk about the Powerpuff Girls script. Yes, we will. Good moron, Axe, to you. Good moron, Kyle. Thanks for hanging out with us on Facebook, of course. And thank you for the host, Axe, on Twitch. We'll be back. We have to say goodbye to Sean, so let's do that now. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. Goodbye Sean.
To Sean.
I miss you. Bye, Sean.
Is Sean leaving?
Sean's gone.
Where'd Sean go?
He's going to do doctor stuff now. And now it's just you and me.
Oh.
It's the first time it's just been you and me for a long time.
In like a week.
Yeah. Yeah. How you been?
Oh, he made the noise. He made the boop and left. the boop is my saddest times.
Was that the
I'm
sound
good.
that AOL made at the end?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it didn't
I
have
remember
like
I had a whole lot of CDs though, like a lot.
Yeah, I think the people who have made art out of AOL CDs, pretty talented. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Weird. To Sean, Copia says, "Bye, Shawnee Poo. God, I hope that Powerpuff Girls script is fake." All right, we'll talk about this on the other side of the break. We'll also have our top 10 list of the day. That's probably going to be related to our topic of the day, which it usually is. Our topic of the day is Geek Pride Day. So we are asking you, what is it that you geek out the most around? We'll do that when we come back. Also next hour, it's sports. For Mike, I'm Ryan. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021, and we'll be back with more of Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, on YouTube, sometimes Twitter, and always at gamingmorningshow.tv. I'll see you in just a sec, chat. We'll miss you. Don't talk anymore about Austin Powers, and yeah, just make that stop, please. That'd be great.
Sometime when you're ready, I'll soften up the I'm not about this at all, but I'll risk it. Feel like I've never felt before. Gonna miss it. Follow me again. Why can't I resist the gravity you have? I'm not enough, I swear. It's just that you make me so but still I say
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is now 7:12 on the West Coast. It is 10:12 out of the East on Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv as well. yeah, we should not have chosen Chaos, Mike. We decided to let everyone know about Austin Powers 4, and then the whole thing fell apart.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is on our Twitter, at WatchCMS, which we're showing you on our screen right now. Our friend Copia, who is a streamer, you can find Copia on Twitter. Is it TSL Copia or Copia TSL? I think it's the latter, right? And asked us about this because we had reported that there was a report that someone reported that there was a report that there was going to be a Powerpuff Girls like live action. It's almost like a reboot.
A TV show. Isn't it?
Yeah, and they weren't like continuing the Powerpuff Girls story from the cartoon. They were going to make them modern day young adults, I think, maybe even in high school, I guess. I don't know. And so if you go to our Twitter, Kopi has posted this thing, and there's leaks of the clip, and it's definitely got a lot more adult overtones than I had expected. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And Kopi is upset about this. Kopi has been upset about this since the moment we mentioned that, there needed to be a reboot. And the person who has this is Fafulator, Fawfulator, and said, look, I'm not saying you can't radically reinvent an existing intellectual property, take some risks, do something, etc. Which I think I'm open to, because I'm also getting a little fatigued of how much just like regurgitation that's happening with entertainment. So I'm a little open to this. But I don't think we needed that, right? I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion. I'm not going to die on a hill on this one. It's just I find it odd. So
I have no, I don't.
Kopi is really upset about this though.
Why Copia? Tell me, Copia, why?
Come on in, Copia. Sit down.
Tell me what.
This is a safe spot. You can talk.
Tell me what's going on. Do you need something?
As we went to the break, our topic of the day has to do with Geek Pride Day, and this is basically asking the question: what do you geek out the most around? We've had some great answers. Kate mentioned cultures. Papa Paz talked about a specific area of study. Herbalism from Lady K, just to name a few, right? But you have Nintendo Nerds saying, is it a cop-out to say video games? No, not at all. I mean, it's one of the best things to get geeky about. Like the Mortal Kombat lore. Like, I love the stories that are behind the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what kept me in it for so long. That's like that rabbit hole. Yesterday we got K-Laugh down a rabbit hole of something. I don't remember what that was. But K-Laugh went deep.
Oh, gosh. What was...
Yeah, we got on one topic, and then before you knew it... Oh, it was the classifications of vegetables for when it came to tax purposes.
Oh.
K-Laugh, before we knew it, knew about... the standards for what tomatoes are categorized for tax purposes in 48 of the 50 states. So
that's really funny. Oh, look at this. This one's got a slideshow. That's fun.
Honestly, Nintendo, I don't remember the Mortal Kombat series that much.
Like the game?
Yeah. No, the animated. I think there was like a cartoon series. Yeah.
That's weird.
I can't remember if it was like geared toward kids and therefore was not as violent. But that would
just be weird.
They've had some like anime style versions of it. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Mike.
You got the assist. I'm sure it's fine.
No, I didn't. I couldn't steer the
lame.
ship to get it. It's like right here. I tried to time it and I just boosted past
steer
it.
the ship. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I have literally zero recollection of a game or of a cartoon.
Okay. No.
Oh, I missed.
You
we
sure
both
did.
missed.
Well, I actually moved intentionally away because you were coming that way, so that's my fault.
No, that's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I just canceled Netflix because it's not very good. There's a couple of good things, but I do need to finish the new season of Castlevania.
So you canceled it, but you're not shut out of it yet?
No. I have it until like June 15th. Oh wow. So yeah. So, and I also have alternative means for watching. So.
Oh, you have someone's password.
No. Other very legal things and ways to do it.
It's not illegal.
No,
Just
that's
terms of service.
No, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe about 2 seasons at most. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I did start showing my
Defenders of the Rim.
kids the Thundercats opening because I'm thinking about introducing them to the series, all of the episodes of Thundercats. So that could be kind of fun. And then I also showed them the Transformers, and apparently the Transformers had like a different theme song every season, even of like the
Really?
initial version of their cartoon. So it was slightly different. Like it wasn't by any means like they made new lyrics for every season and whatnot. But
Just different versions of EDM.
oh no, that was a great hit off the wall.
It was.
Oh,
Oh!
just like
You
I
planned that. Yeah, there you go. That was nice.
Yeah, so I really liked the Thundercats reboot, but I think I was such a big fan of the original that like there was no way that I wasn't going to like it.
Yeah.
There was very little they could have done to it that made me go like, oh, this makes me so mad. Because when I was a kid, we didn't have the ability to watch it at my house. So I'd have to go to my grandma's house, and grandma had the old satellite that like you tuned into like Galactica 7 or something, and it shifted and moved. And so that was the only way that I ever got to watch it. And so as a
Mars
result,
was in the right place. Yeah. Now we
sorry.
I think it's interesting to try and get show your kids things that we watched as kids. I tried to get them in the Darkwing Duck, and they're like, "This is cool," but like they had no interest in watching it, and it crushed me a lot.
It's so interesting. That is the second Darkwing Duck reference I've had in like the last 12 hours, after having approximately 0 for many, many years. And that's one of those theme songs that I think I'll remember for like a lifetime.
Yeah. Dark. Oh God.
My mom made me a Lucille Ball fan by doing that, Mike. Introducing.
Making you watch Darkwing Duck.
Oh no.
Oh
No. We both went for the same thing.
I'm just gonna go in circles.
Oh yeah. So my favorite thing to do with the giant satellites, and if you don't know for some reason, before like the modern day satellites that are like 18 inches big and they go on top of your house and no one really sees them, they used to be like the same size as what you might see at like a TV station or NORAD. And you go out and you could Mike and me and Sean could all lay inside these satellites. They were that big. And then when you actually made the change to watch something from a different source, the thing actually moved.
Oh.
Like again, it was detecting something in outer space.
I was gonna say, you're looking for aliens?
Because it was actually like looking for other satellites. Like it was pointing toward what it was supposed to find, and it was nuts to watch it move. Oh crap, that was a little off to the side.
Ooh, we're getting beat up.
And so yeah, it was great because you'd hit the switch and then it would start moving and you could run outside and it would take that long where you had a chance to actually see it move.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I used to get in trouble for moving the satellite dish unnecessarily as well.
Grandma would say, "I can't see my soaps."
Oh, that's silly. Grandma wasn't watching soaps on the satellite dish. Those came over the air.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you
Not
don't know,
her,
chat, over the... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing
Or
that.
foreign ones. They're Mexican soaps. What do they? Oh gosh, what do they call them?
Oh.
Novellas.
Novellas, yeah.
Oh wow, the ball's still just chilling.
Any channel that... telenovelas, thank you.
There you go. Get it? Ah! Suckers.
Anytime the channel deviated from ESPN, it was probably my fault. Well, honestly, I wonder how, like, I became a pretty big fan of sports once we had ESPN. I wonder if I would have become such a big sports fan had it. No, I think it was because of the newspaper, to be honest. The newspaper, I read almost everything in the newspaper for the sports section.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I was busy.
Okay.
Clicking
No, you're
things.
fine. No, I'm the same. Every night at dinner, I would have the sports section open, and I'd be reading the box scores. Oh no. I'm out of boost.
Oh no, I went too high. Good job.
Sucker!
We win. It's 7:23 on the West Coast, 10:23 out on the East. Yeah, I read it every morning during breakfast. So, my favorite story about the sports newspapers, the Denver Broncos are my NFL team, and they changed their uniforms prior to the 1997 season. And I'm going through the paper, and it was like on page 2 or something. There's just a square image, okay? And there's 2 people modeling new uniforms, and I looked at those, and I was like, oh, God, whose uniforms are those? And then I read the caption, and it's like, John Elway and John Mobley modeled the new Denver Broncos uniforms. Like, oh, God, no. It's like, please, no. I still don't like our uniforms to this day. Our logo's fine. It's just not as good as our old one. But I don't like our uniforms at all. At least we started wearing orange again as opposed to blue.
I guess.
So there you go. There's something I geek out on. Actually, I do geek out on uniforms. There's a great blog on the internet called, it's a great site now. It's called UniWatch. And Paul Lucas is the person who started it. Started it as like a sidebar, I think, of like Sports Illustrated, but it was like a feature on like a bigger site. And then it just grew such a following that, Paul made it its own thing, right? And so now they get things all the time from people watching sports and be like, did you notice that this guy's, logo is not outlined in the proper gray for this season? And they'll share those images and things. It's very detailed.
That's kind of cool. That's really cool.
That's that's very geeky when it comes to the uniform side of things.
People get real in there. Real in there.
10:24 East Coast time, 3:24 for those watching in the UK. We got sports coming up later this hour. Our topic of the day has to do with geek culture. You can join us on Patreon as well, patreon.com/gaming morning show. If you choose the $6 kneecap tier, our friend Mike O will do a little something extra for you. It's kind of like the idea of breaking kneecaps, but less violent. Mike, makes that extra effort for you. He'll do it for you.
Maybe I will break the kneecaps. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Just you'll get a chance to talk to Mike directly, and
sure, we'll have a phone call.
Yeah,
talk about geek things.
It's
Perhaps
all the benefits.
The ultimate geek bucket list.
It's all the benefits of subscribing with a little something extra from Mike. Mike should make something happen. Our first kneecap subscriber was in fact Axe. And Mike, did you finalize full circle the extra thing for Axe?
Yeah, he's enshrined forever in the Minecraft Hall of Six.
I thought it was the Temple of the Six.
Temple of the Six.
The
is
Temple.
What I meant.
Yes.
The Hall of Six in the Temple of the.
Oh, it's like the field and the stadium thing. I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can find out more in our Discord and see everything that Mike's talking about. All right, let's do our top 10 list for this morning. This is our top list of the day on Geek Pride Day. Sean, by the way, is actually completely correct. I also geek out around on-screen graphics for sports. So every Super Bowl, they bring out new graphics for on-screen, like the score and the time and stuff. And I get really into that as well.
I like pictures.
The ultimate geek bucket list is what Mike has found this morning from techradar.com. Nick Mediotti
Do it.
made this over 5 years ago. So I like how they don't have on this list, they don't have a date. It just keeps track of how long it's been since it's been touched.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's really
Maybe
smart.
It was 27 years ago. Who knows?
You'll never know. Never know. The Dr. Squatch Soap Hall of Six. Actually, I bet we could get sponsorship for that. That'd be pretty awesome. You'd have to work really hard to make a logo in Minecraft. That'd be fun. I'm sure there's websites that help you do that.
Figure it out.
Yeah, where you take like a JPEG and you upload it, and it gives you like a 8-bit map of what you do with it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I could probably just free eye it, I bet.
Oh, I bet you could. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that, but I bet you could. All right, number one on this list. Again, this
the
is
stream tonight's going to consist of.
What are you playing tonight?
Either Minecraft or The Sims. I don't know. On Saturday, I made Austin her house in my little village. I'm doing the not as awesome as Austin village because I do what I want.
Fair enough. This is a Tech Radar list. The top 12 things. We'll give you 10 of them. The ultimate geek bucket list. Number one on this list is
1.
Visit the home of World War II code breakers. Do you know anything about this?
Sure do.
Okay, then I'm gonna let you take this one because I know nothing
Oh, okay.
about code breaking.
So during World War II, there was something called the Enigma and Lawrence codes, which were German codes, and we weren't able to decode them. And obviously, over time, we figured it out. We captured a couple of U-boats. We found some code books. Some guys and gals decoded a lot of the messages. So we were able to decode all of their private, secret documents. So we were able to basically know what was going on, behind the German lines without having to send anyone really into danger. And according to this, at Bletchley Park in Milton Keynes, that's about 45 miles outside of London, there is a beautiful home, and inside they have some stuff dedicated to those code breakers. So they, according to this article, that the code breakers may have helped end the war as many as 2 years early, which is huge, and it also saved countless lives in the meantime. So it's pretty neat.
According to this list, that was made over 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, and speaking of that, there is a date for this number 2 one, which is go on an exclusive Lego tour, which talked about the sign-up period for 2016 is over, chat, so you cannot go in 2016, but maybe 2017 you'll have a chance. It's apparently,
I'm gonna guess there's still not space.
apparently it has to do with Legoland, which would be super fun to visit. I'll completely acknowledge that, especially as someone who's not a huge Lego geek. But you get to visit things like headquarters in Denmark. You get to see the factory, meet Lego product designers. It's a pretty cool thing, and apparently only a few get to do it. 140 were able to take part in the program in 2016, so that's pretty cool.
3.
I'm a huge Lego nerd, so I would explode if I could do that. Excuse me. Number 3, witness. God, a burp. Witness a witness. You guys all did it. Congratulations.
You were here, chat.
Bucket list scratched off. Witness a rocket launch live. So, according to this, although NASA has retired the space shuttle program, the agency is still sending rockets and astronauts into space. Right now, SpaceX and Dragon are sending folks up into space, and they're literally launching rockets all the time. So if you keep an eye on science.com or nasa.com, you can actually find schedules. Couldn't think of the word. You can find schedules for when they do that, and you can see it as far as a few hundred miles away. But if you get a chance, try to get somewhere closer and watch the rockets and the space thingamabobbers launch from 2 or 3 miles away. It's pretty amazing to see. I got to watch one in Virginia, and it was amazing.
From space.
Oh, actually, it says right here. You can also view launches at the Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. That's where I got to watch it.
This is what Nintendo Nerds is talking about, by the way. I saw this yesterday on my Twitter feed, but I assume this is the one that you're talking about. But they made a full Lego set for Pride Month.
That's really cool.
And that's coming up in June as well for Pride Month. All right, let's see. This is Get Up Close to Space Shuttle. That's the one you did for number 4. Number 5 is Wander Through the Computer History Museum. We pretty much do that every time we played Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We went through the radio house, and we saw the history of all the old computers. Now, I mean, listen, this is an ever-evolving technology. We have computers now that are the size of, a playing card, that are more powerful than the 1994 Hewlett. No, I didn't have a Hewlett Packard. I had a Packard Bell computer was my first computer. I still, this is one of my things I'm happy I did. I saved the specs sheet that came in that shipment, so I have it in some pile somewhere. But it was 144 megahertz processor or something like that thing had. Ran Windows 95. And they have different artifacts in this Mountain View Museum, which is in California, around San Francisco. That date back 2,000 years.
Nice.
So, yeah, you can check out some old school stuff at the Computer Museum.
6.
And real quick, 3 and 4 kind of went together on this list. One of them was Watch a Rocket Launch. Number 4 was Get Up Close with a Space Shuttle. If you ever get a chance outside of Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C., the Smithsonian has a spot where you can go stand underneath one of the space shuttles, and it's bananas. I've been there and I geeked out pretty hard. But number six is build your own personal nerd cave. I think a lot of us have done that or are in the process of. I have my own nerd cave that I'm currently sitting in, which makes me super happy. But yeah, it says, what good is having a collection of awesome tech if you don't show it off? If you got an extra bedroom or space in your basement, dust off your equipment and build the ultimate nerd cave. Dust off your equipment? Why is it dusty?
It's been in the attic.
You use it.
Oh.
That's yeah, my bad. But yeah, it says one of the things to do is make a nerd cave, which is a lot of fun. I have my own. I like it. You can come hang out here if you want.
7.
Number 7 is splurge on a classic arcade machine. I mean, that one's kind of self-explanatory. If you wanted an arcade machine, you could get one.
Yeah,
Pinball would be kind of cool for me.
8.
I like one.
But number 8 is visit the Hobbit holes of New Zealand. Are you pretty excited about this one?
Yes.
All right, I'll let you take number 8 too. I'm just gonna basically let Mike take the rest of the list.
Okay, good. Please do. They're amazing. So I'm gonna live in New Zealand someday because I love it there, and the Hobbit holes are already on my bucket list of things to see. It's from the movie The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, which Ryan shared so much amazing knowledge about previously. Nintendo Nerds has been to the Hobbit holes.
Uh-oh, we broke Mike.
Like, for real? That's incredible. But yeah, I'd like to go there. And it's the can you live there? Can I live there? I'm gonna take it over. But yeah, it's located outside of Matamata in New Zealand, and you can go take a tour of it, and that's pretty amazing. Number 9, see the garages where it all began. Oh, you can go watch. You can go to the garages where HP and Apple called. Wow, I just went British. HP and Apple called home in their earliest days. So it's at 367 Addison Ave in Palo Alto, California. Chris, go ahead, stop over there this afternoon. Let me know what it looks like. Looks fairly mundane. It's a garage. That's cool. What is this thing? Revel and a Maker Fair. It's a veritable DIY mecca. Oh, it's a giant science fair. Oh, sorry, I'm a real bad host right now. Big Maker Fair events take place every spring and fall in San Francisco and New York. You can go there and you can build things like robots and small things. Oh my God, look at that.
We'll have the rest of the list in the chat for you to check out on cheer at a robotics match and also meet your favorite geek as well. Although for what it's worth, I would have went to an episode of BattleBots back in the day. That would have been kind of cool. BattleBots. Thank you for finding this from techradar.com. 12 things that unlock your inner geekness. I know.
I don't care.
I thought the same thing, Chris.
I don't care. Go to Palo Alto.
California is a fairly small state when you think about it.
There's not a whole lot going on.
Actually, Nintendo's the one who could go to Palo Alto because he's actually in NorCal. So there you go.
Oh, Nintendo, go to NorCal. No, go to Palo Alto, please. Wow. Okay. I really want to do all the things on that list. I'm a little frazzled.
Well,
right
then
now.
you should just print it out right now and tape it up on your wall. Damn it. Let's make it
I'm
happen.
really frazzled that you went to the Hobbit holes.
He really is. Mike, you can tell. Mike has a very expressive face. And when he really is having a moment of like, oh my gosh, like you can tell on his face.
Yeah.
Look at that.
My
smile.
wife yells at me all the time for it because she's like, they can see what you're saying. Like, they can't hear me, like, but they can see it on your face. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm pretty bad at hiding my emotions as well. Good morning to you, Chris M. Yee. You are here early. Nintendo showed up at like the tail end of the 6 o'clock hour.
Top of the Mora.
Now, why are we booing Stanford? What? What? What's Stanford do to you?
Are you okay?
I mean,
are you good practicing your Lamaze? Is that what's happening right now?
Man, we do not like Stanford in the chat. Okay.
What is up?
Oh, it's a football thing with Papa.
Notre Dame
that makes
sucks
sense.
too.
Notre Dame does not suck.
Go Blue.
Michigan. It's so funny. Michigan's fight song is the same as my wife's high school fight song, and because my wife was a cheerleader, she knows that song, throughout wholeheartedly, if you will. And so every once in a while, I'll call basketball games for her alma mater in high school, and so the cheerleaders will be there, and that song will play, and I'm like, I know the Michigan fight song.
It's a shame that Notre Dame pulled out of the football series because they were sick of getting whooped by Michigan. Bad days. I would like to go to. I've been to the Big House like in passing, and I really want to go take a football game there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
On my bucket list is either a Michigan Notre Dame or Michigan Ohio State game.
Oh, you got to go to Ohio State.
Well, yeah, but I also don't want to die.
No, I mean you have to go to at Michigan.
No,
in
I
Ann
know. Yeah. That's a lot of money. Ohio State fans are d-bags.
Wow, man.
We're not about winning.
All football fans
Papa Paws
are typically pretty arrogant about their team, in my opinion.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that everybody has a reason to be arrogant about their team. So,
winningest program in NCAA history.
especially before 1990. Anyway,
What do you mean 1990? I'd say it's more like 2005. Once Rich Rod got there, it was all over. Shut up, Kyle.
it's
No
very
offense.
centered for you. Guy Sencho, good morning to you.
Todd Henne. Kansas City Chiefs legend Todd Henne. Chad Henne. Why'd I call him Todd? What the heck?
He's trying. All right, so I do have insight though. So I am a big fan of small stadiums that make a lot of noise. Like you can go to an Autzen Stadium, you can go to a Washington Grizzly Stadium in Montana, and it's amazing how much sound that those places can produce. But there is also something that is pretty amazing about 100,000 plus people in the same building, and just it's a sight, right? So that's one reason that I would be very interested in going to the Big House, if you will, is to see that.
If you ever get out this way, let me know. I think I'm about 4.5, 5 hours from it.
Yeah, your best chance would be if I don't have a game. I mean, the problem with college football is I usually have games every single every single
True.
week.
True.
But if the Broncos play at the Lions the same weekend that there's a game that we could go to, then that's like the ticket. So.
Oh,
Another
Michigan should have won the 1997 national championship, if not for stupid Tom Osborne retiring. Freaking Tom Osborne.
football fans, especially
Hate
college
the-
football fans.
Hate Nebraska.
We were great a long time ago. Defense, that's true. You can hang.
Oh,
your,
I didn't use that at all.
You can hang your hat on that one. No,
We're
a lot
terrible.
of people will though.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like Cowboys fans, you know? Like they're like, hey, like we've won a whole bunch of Super Bowls. Like, yeah, but how many people were alive the last time you won a Super Bowl? Nobody.
I mean, I was alive.
Shut up. You're not helping.
Yeah, and see, or I think there's something
Whoops,
to
I
that.
missed
Like
again.
again, it's not the same. I used to actually think it was the same, but it's not. It's not the same volume. Like objectively, it's not the same volume. But it is pretty impressive when you can have 8,000 people who do make it sound like there's a whole bunch of people there.
Like Timbers games.
Yes.
Well, it used to be Timbers matches until stupid COVID. Oh gosh. I don't know how to blow people up, but I.
You just have to run at them with boost. Oh, that's gonna go in. Stop it.
Oh, hey, look, I'm in the back.
No, Sencho, it's yeah. Once you've been around, I think moron gets passed through. If you try good moron, sometimes it has problems. But Chris M.E., you know, is the mayor of the internet, so Chris M.E.
You try baby moron. Sometimes it gets mad. I wonder if that works. Someone type in baby moron. Maybe baby's the key, not dinosaur.
That's another
Oh,
thing. You know,
gosh.
speaking of geeking out on things, I actually really love going to empty football stadiums. and having a chance to like stand down on the field when there's no one there, because it's just
figured it out.
It's just amazing to me, like how something like that can stand up, if you will. I'm just always amazed, like bridges. Bridges fascinate me too.
Get in.
The fact that like bridges can actually stand on their own baffles me, and that's because I'm not, an engineer in the least.
Yeah.
Right. Like, how did somebody think that through? There is a bridge in outside of Tacoma, Washington. That's on the way to Gig Harbor. That apparently replaced a bridge that was called, I think, like, I want to say it was like Galloping Gertie or something like that. Which was
Galloping Gertie?
Yeah, I want to say it was like that. Which was because the problem was the bridge couldn't handle its own weight, and so it ended up collapsing. But before it did collapse, it was twisting and churning, and that's why they called it that.
Interesting.
You're gonna have to look it up to be sure, but I think it was called like Galloping Gertie. And Dr. Chick's in the area, so maybe Dr. Chick will know. What was that bridge that collapsed that's now been replaced by that beautiful bridge between Gig Harbor and Tacoma?
Called Bill.
They changed it to Build the Bridge.
Just build the bridge.
Can we build it?
The bridge.
Can we bridge it? Yes, we can.
The bill? I really like historical places too. Like I adore that. Like when we go to Virginia, oh wow, oh gosh. When we go to Virginia, I always try to visit somewhere with like historical context. And a couple years ago, I went to Mount Vernon and went around there and bought a $120 bottle of whiskey that was brewed in George Washington's stills. Well, that was pretty freaking cool. And that was just really neat. But walking through the halls or the grounds, you're like, George Washington walked here. That's so crazy. So stuff like that is really interesting.
Yeah, it was Galloping Gertie. I'm throwing this into the...
Galloping Gertie. Birdie, Gertie. I love birds. Oklahoma State vegetables. Damn it.
There you go. More information about Tacoma. Oh, yeah, Narrows Bridge. Okay, that's apparently what it's called, yeah.
I've heard of that. Galloping Gertie. Interesting.
It is now 7:46 West Coast time. It is 10:46 out on the East Coast. It is 3:46 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. We got some news about a lottery ticket that we're going to tell you about here in just a second. Good moron to you, Dr. Chick. It is good to see you.
Hello, Dr. Chick.
And welcome back, Mike, from Dr. Chick as well. Snuffkin is here as well. It's great to see so many familiar faces this morning. Thank you for hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. I want to give a shout out to Copia, who was here earlier this morning. Kiki Lowe had a meeting and had to skedaddle, and then a big shout out to Digital Doc Games too. Digital Doc's doing some really cool stuff around the tie-ins between video games and the way that they impact, IRL health, specifically in those ways around growing, connecting, and healing. Does a lot of great work around accessibility in video games. So be sure to check it out at YouTube as well, youtube.com/digitaldocgames.
Copia yelled at you.
What's that?
Copia said, still here.
Oh, hi. It's good to see you.
I'm still here.
Anyone interested in fighting games should check out this glossary. It explains all the different terms and even has videos, which blew my mind. Some infill, some love, some months of work. Throw it in our Discord if you would, Central, please. We'd appreciate it. Or you can whisper it to Gaming Morning Show if you don't have Discord. So, all right, what's happening? Ben Hopper from UPI has some information about a lottery ticket.
So there's a lot of good people in the world, right? Debatable about whether I'm one of them or not. But in Massachusetts, people like to yell at you a lot, but they're also really friendly and really, really goodish people, including the owners of a Massachusetts store where a $1 million winning lottery ticket was found. And by found, I mean this lady went ahead and her name is Leah Rosa Fiega. She went and checked her lottery ticket and thought she lost. So she handed it to the clerk and said, "Hey, please throw this away." And what the clerk does, who's a woman named Avisha, she owns her family owns the Lucky Stop store in Southwick, Massachusetts. I want to call it Rhode Island for some reason, but it's in Massachusetts. Generally what they do, and my dad used to do this too, if somebody gave you a lottery ticket, you'd put it in a stack, and then once a week you'd run through and you'd go and you see if any of them won or whatever, because sometimes people, don't read it right or whatever. So this lady did that, and Miss Shah put it behind the counter. About 10 days later, Shah decided to scan the pile of losing tickets, and Shah said he discovered the ticket hadn't been completely scratched off, and he completed it to discover that the original person won $1 million. So, however, much to my amazement, Shah decided to return the ticket to Fiega, who's a regular customer and comes in often. And he gave her the ticket, and he said, "Hey, you won." And she said, "No, I didn't." And he said, "Yeah, you did." And they looked at it, and she won $1 million. So apparently, she sat down on the floor and proceeded to weep.
Oh,
but that's pretty awesome. It restores some folks. It restores my faith in some folks that they would do the right thing. So that's pretty awesome.
I think it's cool that it was a regular, and then that person was able to bring them, a moment of happiness that they would otherwise have missed out on the rest of their life. So, by the way, when you were describing the whole, she came in, I handed the ticket, and then you were like, "You won," and she was like, "No, I didn't." And I thought you were going to continue that going for a while. So you're like, "Yeah, no, you did." "No, I didn't."
No, I
"Yes,
didn't."
no, you
Yeah,
definitely
did.
did." "No, I did."
Yeah,
I scratched. No, and then yes, I did. "No, I didn't." So there you go.
Yeah.
This is why
That's pretty awesome, though.
Nintendo, I like these stories. UPI, I think, mostly specializes in kind of the silly type news stories. Some things that are lighter hearted, but there you go. We used to call them in news. They were the kicker, and we'd always have a kicker at the end of our newscast because sometimes you time out your blocks and you try to get to the end of the half hour or hour, depending on how long you were going. And if you had more time than you expected, you'd throw in a kicker, and then you'd be like, "Oh, before we leave you today, we'll tell you about somebody who was winning the Massachusetts State Lottery but didn't know it," and then they'll throw that in. So I like kicker stories.
Yeah, they did. No, they didn't. Yeah, they did.
And then, yes,
No,
they
they
did.
didn't.
No, they didn't. Have you talked about the Amiibo drama for Skyward Sword that Nintendo caused?
Obviously. It's when they sued Donkey Kong.
I just said
For
no at the
having
same
a-
time that you go obviously. Sencho, that's a good story possibly for hashtag video game expert sports.gaming to look into. So throw that in our Discord as well. Sencho, you were coming through.
Too.
Information master this morning. Thank you so much. Oh, and then Dr. Chick brought up a breakfast burrito. Damn it. I kind of want a breakfast burrito now.
I had some Lucky Charms for breakfast, but now I kind of want a breakfast burrito.
Were they magically delicious?
Oh my god, yeah, they were.
It's time for
So
sports.
magic. Sports.
PGA of America CEO Seth Waugh has apologized to winner Phil Mickelson and Brooks Koepka for fans rushing onto the 18th hole at the PGA Championship on Sunday. It was a very bizarre scene. So Phil Mickelson became the first major champion, or the oldest, excuse me, at the age of 50.
Who's old?
And hit his approach shot on the 18th, and then the fans just smothered both Phil, and then obviously the playing partner was Brooks Koepka, who was pretty much out of contention at that point, was a couple shots back. And so Phil has it looked like about 7 security or police personnel around him, which that's common to keep everyone separated. But like they were doing bodyguard style, in a full circle around him as this group swarmed, and they walked to the green. And I'm very happy that at least the fans didn't try to get on the green, because that's not good in any way, shape, or form. But then one of the reporters was like, "I'm in the middle of the fans," or something like that. And I think she said something like, she's like, "And Brooks is somewhere in here." So Brooks got even more swarmed because I don't think had the same amount of personnel around him.
Yeah.
It was a really bizarre scene, and CBS even noted, the broadcast said something like, they've lost control of what's going on here, and it was crazy. And especially then, I'm still in the COVID a little shaky on this whole thing, right? So, I was just
Well,
like,
I mean,
there's
yeah.
so many people there.
We have the whole, like, you know, the vaccine and all sorts of good stuff, but that doesn't mean you can't get it, and B, you can't spread it.
Yeah.
So, and then I saw the video of that, and I had a panic attack. I was
There's
like,
a
oh my
lot of
God,
people.
I'm not gonna...
Which also
Yeah.
shows you how many people sometimes go to a golf event, because you don't see it in that number. But that was the final hole. There's no one else playing, right? So, no mask. We had to talk about this in Archie's stream the other day, and somebody had talked about, you know, the fact that in the U.S. the CDC has made this statement that you don't even have to wear masks indoors, by and large, if this is guidance, I should say, if you're vaccinated and other people around you are vaccinated.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, it definitely gave me some pause. And what I've been listening to especially is from the immunocompromised community, where we're not entirely sure if the vaccine is as effective for that group, or if the effects of COVID are reduced enough. And so I think this is a good time to even consider, you know, especially in the United States, could we maybe regulate or normalize mask wearing when you're just sick? Because then in that same conversation, or one I had later that day, someone said something along the lines of like, have you noticed how we haven't talked about the flu for all of 2021? Because so many people were wearing masks that we're not transmitting as much stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
And that's I was just reading kind of more of a nerd thing too, where they're starting to work with mRNA. I think Moderna is for the flu and AIDS vaccines, or HIV vaccines, not AIDS, which is incredible because if there is anything good to come out of this crappy time, it's the advances in science, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see what happens. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you didn't interrupt. I got off on a tangent because of this, but yeah, we're focusing on sports, but that's another good thing to look into Nintendo too, because I had not heard that stat and I would like to learn more. Let's do this. Last but not least, Rachel Heck, 9th freshman ever to win the Women's NCAA Golf Championship one-shot victory at Greyhawk Golf Club in Scottsdale, Arizona, according to the Associated Press. Baseball, White Sox manager Tony La Russa wound up a winner in his first game against the team that ensured his Hall of Fame induction as Chicago. The White Sox beat St. Louis 5-1. Tony La Russa.
I forget that Tony La Russa is back in coaching.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, huh?
Yep. True.
Yeah.
Did the Mets win last night?
I believe so, yes.
They did not. Colorado wins
Wait,
at New York
no.
3-2 at City.
What was yesterday?
City Bank Field, Citizen Bank? No.
City
Field. And that's
No,
what
they
Mike
won.
wanted
They
to
totally
name
won.
his daughter was City. Connecticut Sun coach Kurt Miller is fined $10,000. Suspended one game by the WNBA for making disparaging remark about a referee about the weight of Las Vegas Aces post player Liz Cambridge. Okay, I'm going to read this whole thing now. This is according to the Associated Press. In a social media post following the Aces 72-65 loss to the Sun on Sunday, Cambage, Cambage, which is the post player for the Aces, said Miller showed a lack of respect. The coach, while arguing whether a call should have gone the Sun's way, told the official she weighed 300 pounds. Miller issued a statement Monday apologizing to Cambage and the Aces. The coach said he has spoken with Cambage's agent and the Aces general manager. The veteran coach said in a media session later Monday evening that he was disappointed in himself.
Whatever happened to just calling people stupid? Like, why do you have to go with the personal physical attack? Just be like, you're dumb, and just end it right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or you smell, and you just walk away.
Let's just be kind, please.
No.
For the love of Pete. All right, and that's your sports.
Why do we love them? What was that?
Sean's here. I was like, what did I just hear behind me? So this is good. Sean's here. Be very
It's a lot of
careful.
fun that I can see him over the. There
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
that's true. You
Hey.
can't see it on the stream cameras.
But I just see his head
But
pop.
Sean's here. Hey, Scott Chick, good moron to you. We have a new content idea, and that's going to be the Scott Sean show. So
Yeah, Scott Sean.
Scott Sean. So Scott
And not
Chick
and
Sean Mash show.
not Scott like the bad voice in my head, like the good Scott like you.
I like how we're almost balanced to the point where neither of us are in frame. We're just kind of like, hey, look, it's a chair. So what do you know? We're brothers. We're happy. We're hanging in the GMS studio. Coming this fall to CBS. What are you doing?
Yeah, this is what's happening.
Sean's kids are here, so Sean's on his way to work, and his kids are here, so.
So you're watching them today. Way to go.
Yep.
Did you know that?
No, I'm going to work after this, so.
Oh, yeah, work.
Let's see. Essential says, I mean, outside is pretty safe without a mask, but still inside or in clustered places, definitely put it on. Dr. Chick, it felt weird seeing locals with no mask at a local park. Chris and me, the skies were so clear in LA, no one was going anywhere. Oh, yeah, that was back to air pollution. Essential said that, yeah.
It looked great.
So Scott Chick is interested in learning more about the Scott Sean show. Well, we'll talk about it because I think it would be a great mashup. I think you two would be great. Sure. Next hour, community games. We will also have the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. Sean won't be here for that, but Sean set us up for success, and that's important because
Sean!
Yeah, Sean's the best. We'll be back more on Tuesday, May 25th, 2021 with Mike and Ryan. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a GamingMorningShow.tv. Back in a second.
Love you, bye.
So hard that you didn't want it anymore. So afraid of what would happen that you let it go. Taking a step down from heaven 'cause you didn't know. I swung so far and survived it. Couldn't you just do the same and make happen all the dreams that you let go? I'll be with you the whole way. I'll be in your heart because my love is here to stay. It was from the start. Jump so high to the top, and your legs got so sore to drop, but there's no pain anymore. They don't know after all that happened when you hit the ground that your wings still spread out in heaven with light all around. Fell so far and survived it. Couldn't you just do the same and make happen all the dreams that you know? I knew that you could make it happen all along, 'cause I've already seen you in heaven where you belong, where you belong. 'Cause I've already seen you in heaven where you I knew you could make it happen all along, 'cause I've already seen you in heaven where you belong. Speaking out loud, trying to make you proud, finding my place in your heart. Just tell me what you want to hear. since I'm feeling all with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see all of the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. Oh, 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 when will you have time to keep me in your life? Oh, 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 our past is forgotten, our stories rewritten. See you smile, make it last for a while, showing you my world and my heart. Just tell me what you want to hear, since I'm filling up with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see all of the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. Oh, 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 when will you have time to keep me in your life? Oh, 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 our past is forgotten, our stories rewritten.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning.
Gamers, it is stop it. Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. Thanks for being here. That is Mike. I am Ryan. I had a cough there. I didn't drink enough water during the break. I actually changed. I'm for the first time in Gaming Morning Show history wearing shorts.
Ooh.
Because I got a jet as soon as we were off the air today to get to work. So first time I've had to do that, so I wouldn't change and everything. Yeah. You could have my under desk cam now. Woohoo! Look at these things. These legs.
What are you doing at work today?
Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Nice, cool.
So,
That's fun.
like, imagine all the things, okay? Right?
Yep.
I'm going to do all of that.
Nice.
So-
Cool.
Damn it, Scott Chick. I'm sorry that our actual break happened with your break. And now that your break's over and then our break is over, that there's so much break. So.
There's a lot of breaking. Sorry.
Kate Zade's been hanging out with us this morning. We got the clip of the day coming up, but get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, like Bob said. And we'll have Mars watch. Are you still geeking out as much about Mars as you were before?
Heck yeah. I watch videos every day. I love it. I want to go there. It's so cool. There's like they're putting out like 365 degree shots from it, and they've recently discovered what they think is old organic matter. So that means a lot of different things.
So if money was no object and you had no family consideration, would you be on the first space shuttle thing, the first Tesla trip to Mars?
Hell no.
So not
I'll
that
gladly
into
watch
Mars.
videos. I value my life. So, I mean, if you could guarantee the trip would be like a week and I wouldn't die, maybe. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sadness that accompanies visiting Mars, because you don't really have another like atmosphere to test your stuff in. So people are like, oh yeah, no, like the moon, we'll go to the moon. Well, they're very different.
So would you have been the first person to the moon? Let's say everything.
No.
Okay, all right. So yeah, and does this have anything to do with your fear of flying?
Yes,
okay.
I wouldn't even get in a plane to go to like Oregon.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I was
go ahead.
I was gonna say I was talking with Gray the other night, and I came up with a pretty fantastic road trip option, an idea that involves the roads, not airplanes.
That would be really fun, to be honest. Yeah. I'd be on board for that too. I will say this: when you were talking the other day, it was in someone's stream. Might have been Chris's, because you'd kind of returned to Twitch on the weekend, and you're like searching for plane prices right now or something. I was like, is Mike actually gonna fly somewhere?
Nope.
I was skeptical.
I mean, honestly, I probably would. I now have things that would probably help me on the flight, so that's good. But are we going on the? Oh, Snufkin, nerd moment. I've been on the Oregon Trail. When my wife and I drove from New York to Oregon, we stopped in Missouri and we went to like where not Lewis and Clark. Oh yeah, where Lewis and Clark started their expedition. And then we traveled a lot of the Oregon Trail that they did up until they went north, because we didn't want to go all the way up to Montana. But we continued on the original Oregon Trail path. We went to Independence Rock. I'm gonna have to put some pictures in my or I guess in the Discord. But yeah, we went to Independence Rock, where all the names were like carved into the giant rock right there. It was amazing. But yeah, I like laid down in between the wagon wheels, like the marks, and I was like, this is so awesome. And then we saw some yellow-bellied marmots.
Oh man, we didn't answer that question the other day either. Someone asked what a yellow-bellied marmot was.
That's an animal. It's like I was gonna say it's like a prairie dog, but only Americans know what prairie dogs are.
Imagine a marmot, right, but with a yellow belly. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It's got a yellow. It's yellow. It's a wuss bag.
Threw in the youtube.com/gaming morning show link because we had Anna King on Friday from Northwest News Network talking about more accurate Native American representation in the latest installment of Oregon Trail, because there's some problematic themes with the prior version of Oregon Trail. So we talked about that with Anna. I want to play Oregon Trail again. The new one's out on Apple Arcade, so you could play it, Kate, if you wanted to.
I tried to play the original, and it's going to sound really stupid, but it's too simple. I'm like, how do I press? How do I strafe? Yeah.
I can't fire my tactical ability.
Yeah, how do I crouch? How do I hide behind this tree?
Is King Gray's birthday. So speaking of King Gray, happy birthday to King Gray. So if you have tacos today on Taco Tuesday, King Gray is obsessed with the tacos. So that would be in honor of King Gray.
I'm going to get some tacos for lunch just for Gray.
If Gray shows up, we'll, of course, give him the birthday song in person. Magneto turns 82 today. Sir Ian McKellen. Mike Myers turns 58. We told you in the first hour how there's rumors that there might be an Austin Powers 4. The one thing that helped me out with that was Copia said they've been talking about that forever, so hopefully it won't happen. So. Jamie Kennedy had a birthday, and H has a birthday, Frank Oz has a birthday, Rashida, Suzzy Beats, Octavia Spencer. So those are some of the birthdays that we told you about in the first hour. Apparently we're going to get an Oregon Trail stream. That works. I'm game for that.
I mean, my whole theme is Oregon Trail, so
Kate, you gotta have Mike involved in that.
It's true. It's because I love it.
All right, we'll play some community games after this. We've been playing a lot of word search lately. Let me know what you want to play, Chad, if you have a preference. Don't let the person fall, floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth, or if you want to play word search, those kind of things.
There you go.
So we can also play multiple choice Google Feud if you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Ah! Saturday just didn't do a whole lot of. Oh, that guy left. Haha, he's like, I don't want to. Hefty Goof is playing.
They would have had a penalty if it was Apex Legends Arena.
They would have had a penalty?
Yeah, don't you remember the story from the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News this morning?
Yep, sure did. I wasn't getting coffee at all.
I will be recapping that coming up.
Oh, good.
I need a free weekend, but I can totally stay up late one night. So Snufkin will be participating in this Oregon Trail stream. Yeah, just up down the street from where my friend lives is the like end of the Oregon Trail.
Oh no! Oh, thank you. It was really, really neat. There is so much, there are so many things set up along the way, like markers. But yeah, there are sections where they've kept the trail actually intact, and it's really cool because you just see these like super deep ruts from the wagon wheel. But it was crazy when Megan and I were driving. We went to Independence Rock, mostly because of the game. But it's a rock where if you made it there by the 4th of July from Missouri, you were generally, they said, you'll make it and not get stuck in the mountains and it'll be good. And a lot of people like carved their names on this rock. And when we got there, the side of it that is open to like the driveway or the parking lot is like empty. And you're like, what is this? This is stupid. But it turns out that's the spot people used to like sit on because they'd have celebrations and whatnot. And when you walk around, you walk through a gate into a field that is littered with cow poop. And back there is where everything is, and it's just it's super insane to see. But yeah, it was really, really cool. And that I geek out hard about history and be like, how many lives were changed, because of this. So
yeah, I gotta look up this phenomenon because I've been having a tougher battle with celebrating history in the United States lately because of a lot of the downside in terms of the people that were affected negatively about history. Because when I even heard you talk about George Washington earlier, I was like, I've been having some conflicted feelings about that.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And so I want to look into that and see what exactly that means and how to be able to celebrate the good that came out of it while also acknowledging that there was a lot of bad. I don't know. So yeah, I've been having a lot of problems with that lately, and I don't know what that means.
No, I hear you. Like for me, like I'm one of the things I am fascinated by the most is the Civil War, right? And that's obviously something that there's a lot of negative emotion about that because of what it stood for, and I've had a lot of debates with folks about like the Confederate Monument thing and not debates, just conversations, I guess. And I think what you're saying is totally spot on. And it is something that a lot of folks are dealing with now. And I'm always happy to have conversations like that with people because, wow, that was crazy. Because it's a totally understandable thing because, there's so much around it that today we look back and say like, wow, that was really messed up. And not trying to like forgive or give anyone a pass, but I think it you should have conversations are needed. So is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's like a like official term for that confliction that I'm going through.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
but yeah, like it's we definitely do live in a very interesting time where I think. I heard someone say it, and one of the best ways I've seen is you can understand and talk about and even to some extent celebrate history, but also realize that, there were things about it that were not good that need change and needed change. And, kind of looking at it through that lens, I think helps a little bit too. And just acknowledging that and talking about what that change is or should be. So, it's the thing I hate though is when people are like, "Oh no, it's fine." Like, yeah, George Washington had slaves. Who cares? Like, no, that's a conversation we should definitely have. Like, just because oh god, that went right over my head. Just because he had it and he did some good for America doesn't mean that we should just excuse everything that happened. Like, and there are people. It's so crazy, right? that you always have the black and white, like the two extreme ends. You can't have a gray area. Like, we can't meet in the middle. It has to be either. Good God. These guys are really good at that half court shot. Or half field, sorry. But, you know, it's okay to have the conversation, so.
Tonight we have Resident Evil. Sports Talk Gaming is going to play it on GMS Plays. I will be riding
pants.
Alongside. That starts at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on all the Gaming Morning Show outlets. Good morning to you, Joel. It is good to see you here as well.
Oh, get it! I think we might lose this match.
The good news is, as soon as we
do, God.
Community games happen.
Community. Nope. Uh-oh. Okay.
What is that? Resident Evil Dead by Daylight reveal today? What is that, Nintendo?
Oh.
Are they putting Resident Evil characters into DVD?
I bet. Is it going to be the big scary lady? Because that would be cool. What's her name? Lady Godiva?
No.
No, wait. That's the chocolate lady.
Lady Demescu? Demiescu?
DeMarco Murray?
Lady D.
Yeah. Big Lady D. Because she's like 14 feet tall.
Oh. Tricked me.
Take that, sucker. No 8 goal for you.
What?
Okay, maybe you're going to get an 8th goal. Ha-ha!
Just hit the grounds, please. Thank you. That's our first loss today. It's 8:20 West Coast time. It's 11:20 out on the East Coast, 4:20 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thanks for being here. Not to get too political, but I think we're on the same page here. In Russia, they have a statue graveyard. In Moscow, where they put all the statues that no longer have modern significance, like they celebrate people who suck, and they put them behind a museum in a park for people to see and learn from, but not have to be out and open for celebration.
People who suck. I love that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm leaning towards, is this idea of being able to learn more from history as opposed to celebrating it just for the sake of celebrating history. I think is more.
That's you hit the nail on the head. Couldn't say it better myself.
Do it. I'm halfway done, and boy, it's a love-hate relationship. This is going back to I need to play Village still. I just finished 7, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't know which one Sean's churning on tonight, so I can't remember if we're going to go straight into the newest one or if we're going to go back to RE7. But either way, it'll be my first Resident Evil game since 4.
I'm going to have to stay up late.
It'll be fine. I'll have some water. That'll save me.
I'll have some water.
All right, let me queue up the community games. I didn't see any preference. I think we're going to play...
Don't let the person hanging from the balloons fall into the monster's mouth.
And while we do that, let's talk about Mars Watch 2020, Mike. What is the latest happening from the planet that is in fact red?
It's more like orange. But yeah, we can go with red, I guess. Anyway, so Mars Watch 2020 International Edition. Why is it international, you say? Well, China has gotten in on the Mars time. So China's first rover is on Mars. That's right. The 6-wheeled Zhurong rolled onto the orangey red planet surface late Friday to begin exploring its new home, the vast Martian plain of Utopia Planitia. Zhurong, which landed on Mars about a week ago, drove on the Martian surface from its landing platform at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. It's expected to spend the next 90 days mapping the area, searching for signs of water ice, monitoring weather, and studying the surface composition. Yeah, it's going to look for water ice as opposed to Italian ice. And they are going to try and figure out some more questions. So Zhurong is a solar-powered rover, unlike the American one that's up there. That is battery powered. Also has some solar capabilities. This is 100% solar. It's equipped with high-res cameras, and it's going to try and map Mars. Now, this is big because as of now, the U.S. is the only country who has gone to Canada. So now we're going to start an intergalactic war of the rover. So basically, battle bots on Mars.
Did you just say that the America's U.S. the only one that's been to Canada?
Yep, we've all. I don't know why I said Canada.
I don't know why you said Canada either.
No one else has ever been to Canada except for us. To Mars. The U.S. is the only one that's been to Mars. So, but yeah, we're gonna have some intergalactic battle bots, which would be amazing. But it's really cool though, because I mean, yes, having the U.S. as the only representative of Earth on Mars is cool and all. But there's a lot of questions about Mars, about whether it ever, has housed life, about if it continues to house life, what kind of life. Are we looking at little tiny microbes? Are we looking at bugs? Are we looking at people from Staten Island? We really don't know. So we're in the process of trying to figure that out. And while we do that, I mean, as long as China doesn't try to blow up Mars, which I'm pretty sure they're not trying to do. They're just trying to help explore it. Because I don't know if you guys know this, Mars is a big planet. So yeah, it's just really, really interesting to see, and it's really neat. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can find too.
So much Mars. Start spamming letters for "Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth," and you can do so by just typing it in the Twitch chat. We will get some letters with you. And ban Michael.
Please don't do that again.
P.
Bob's with you, so Bob's a big fan.
Bob is
Eat
good
and
with it.
drink. Shaquille O'Neal.
Eat and drink poop. That's what you literally just typed out.
I guess you could theoretically eat and drink poop. You wouldn't feel good. Anybody, press anything at all.
Nintendo Nerd says, not acknowledging history is how we have this repetitive cycle of people being uptight about Pride all over again. I think, are you talking about specifically Pride Month or just the idea of Pride in general? Kalaf is going with the big swing with orange juice. Oh, did not hit. I'm so sorry, Kalaf.
A-P-P-L-E. Apple juice. You don't have to you can just guess letters, Kyle. You don't have to just say the whole word. Go with T. Do we have a T?
Let's see. Do we have a T? So much T. No T.
God, gosh dang it.
No J either. Man, this is a tough one.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay. We're talking about people talking about how the corporate part of Pride, how corporations don't care at all about Pride until right now.
I'll take a peek at it, Nintendo. R hit. We have one.
Yes.
Just keep trying to slam juice into that last section there. So, Nintendo, I like when you're here for the whole entire show. I know that it's not going to happen very often, and I hope that your dog doesn't get sick so often that you are, but it is really great to have you here for the whole show. Just wanted to make sure that you know that. You're appreciated.
Maybe your dog can be sick a little bit sometimes, so you have to get up earlier, but not life or death sick.
Also, when Mike's alter ego, Mike streams video games, shows up. That's always exciting, too. All right, Mike's going to swing with an A. Oh, look at all of those A's. Mike is cracked.
Holy jeez.
Did you say REI?
Well, yeah. Kyle said RE and Lady K said I. REI.
REI is an outdoor apparel company in the U.S.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have international folks. They're my favorite.
REI or the international folks?
The REI. I mean, I like international folks too, but
Oh, banana bread, y'all. It's banana bread. That's what it was. We're so smart.
That's what I said before, right?
This is books and movies. Books and movies. Got him.
Got him.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow, that's a really long. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Hey, chat, you missed that earlier, too. I correctly identified Gandalf and Dumbledore.
You did. You very much
Pretty
did.
big
That was
things
exciting.
from yours truly. We got an I from Lady K.
Q614. Oh, what is that? Do we get it? No, there's no I. T.
A from AJ. And now a T from Michael. You hit twice. This looks like that face that Lady K makes every once in a while in the chat. With the T's and then like this little line underneath it. Isn't that one of yours, Lady K, or is that someone else who does this?
No, that's funny. Shun. Is there an O? No, because there's no I.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like a ends in
Silly.
T-I-O-N. Yes, that's the one I was looking for, Lady K. Thank you. Chris M.E. says, Disney was very tepid about their Pride merch. For years, fans had been celebrating gay days, and it wasn't until recently Disney acknowledged it officially. Before, they would just conveniently release some rainbow merch to coincide with gay days. If there's an authority on Disney-related stuff, I think it's Chris M.E., so I will take your word on
Christopher
that.
Marvin Yee.
Marvin Yee?
That's my guess for the M. I don't know. Probably wrong, but that's fine. Why? I don't know.
Because we like you.
Tell.
M-I-C...
What is...
K-E-Y.
Yeah, S. Let's go S and N.
Ooh, S was a big hit. N from AJ. Oh no, we're down to one balloon. Oh, we only have one balloon. Is it gonna pop? Don't know.
Testes.
Oh god.
No. Jeez.
And Mike is back.
Oh.
Oh hit. Oh hit. Oh hit.
Oh, books.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Good job, Kyle. For some reason, my brain was still in the food and drink, and I was like, what food and drink is this?
Ghostbusters slime. Get it wherever your frozen foods are sold. Kyle is cracked. K-Laugh. Kate Zaid, by the way. You're the best for calling K-Laugh K-Laugh. This is famous characters. And it's not famous characters like...
Carrot mark.
Or...
Plus sign.
Like famous fictional characters.
L. B. S. 9.
Damn it,
12.
I hit L and you weren't able to guess it. You got me good.
Alright.
So far, 2 for 2. The L from Mike and the I from AJ hit. Ecto Cooler.
Ecto Cooler. Yeah, that stuff was gross.
Oh, is that what that was called?
Yeah.
Oh. I never had a chance to try that, and apparently I wasn't missing out. Or did you like it,
No.
Chris?
Chris probably liked it.
Chris probably thought it was pretty okay.
Famous characters.
E from AJ. E. Double hit.
Shaquille.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Why does he get so excited after you say it? Like, Bob makes it
I don't
sound
know.
like it's his idea first.
It's his announcer voice. You know, he's like, ah.
It was High C Orange. That's kind of cool.
Basically, with green food coloring.
Welcome back, Kiki Low, and good moron to you, Tracer. It is good to see you.
Ezekiel. No, it's definitely not Tracer.
It was
There's no-
pretty okay.
What do you mean, Ezekiel?
I don't know. Just the words. I'm just putting things together.
All right, you can guess, Mike.
This is Ezekiel. Shaq.
Oh, you were guessing the letters. Okay.
Oh.
N from K-Laugh. O from Mike. We are crushing it right now. It's Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
Just let me move that O over there and then put a V in there.
Jolene. Voltron.
Oh, it's Wolverine, y'all.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yay,
I love how
we did it.
nonchalant you are about it. You're like, oh, yeah, it's Wolverine, though.
Do, 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 do.
Ding, ding, ding.
Kiki, how was the meeting, and what is the answer from all your coworkers about our Geek Day, Geek Pride Day?
What are they geeking out about?
Yeah. Again, Kiki, you gotta start asking these questions when you go into the meeting. It's pretty important.
Oh, jeez.
So.
It's pretty okay.
SHAQ.
He's so excited.
Oh, Bob.
This
you're
is
a
an
little
oxymoron. Oh, we're so bad at these ones. This side of one vowel words.
geek. Who's a moron? It's not very nice.
Alright, I'll go here. Ooh, we got R. I like how you give exclamation point after it, like you're on Wheel of Fortune. R!
Exclamation point.
D from Lady K. Nice, that's the front end. My meeting was a bit stressed. Kiki, listen, I feel like work is at its peak right now for you, and I apologize that that's something you're going through. But you know what? We are here for you on Gaming Morning Show to try to lessen that stress.
You can just quit, I guess.
Or you could take Mike's advice and just either way, one of
Yeah.
those two things are options for you. I'm gonna guess T. Nothing. F. One F. They geek out about Doctor Who. My wife really likes Doctor Who.
I tried and couldn't get into it.
I know there's a TARDIS. It's a
Would you call it?
blue phone booth looking thing. And
It's
also,
correct.
what's her name? Chris, you referenced her the other day. Deafening Silence. Is this for the win? Oh my gosh. Deafening Silence from AJ. AJ is cracked. And that's where we end it, y'all. We banked 3 more balloons. We have a total of 30 after one day of Gaming Morning Show community games. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. We do really come up with long names for almost everything, don't we?
Yeah, way too long.
But you referenced Jumanji, Chris MU. Was
Jumanji?
Catherine Gilliam? Am I close?
Yep.
Catherine Gilliam played one of Doctor Who's, gosh, what do they term?
Oh, for real?
Accomplices?
Concubine?
Companions.
No.
Companion is the
Yeah,
word they use. And I am a fan of Catherine Gilliam's. So
She's pretty okay.
she is pretty okay. I don't know much about it. Used to, Chris. AJ, you're so good at this. Yes. AJ is cracked. When we are done with Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, we will officially rename it the Real AJ Storm Memorial Don't Let the Person Falling from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth. And that'll continue our great streak of using the term memorial completely correctly.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yes, I was right. Companions, but
Close
it's
enough.
Karen Gillian.
Yeah,
Gillian.
Kate Sanchez. Kate Sanchez, like you said.
From But Why Though?
So,
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of which, tomorrow we are going to have Caroline Hines, Caroline Hines from But Why Though join us. We had
Nice.
Carolyn as our first ever But Why Though guest, and we will have a chance to talk to Carolyn about all things nerdy.
Nerd.
Carolyn's the one who does the Saturday Night Sci-Fi. It's the hashtag on Twitter, so
Nice.
pretty cool stuff. The Peter Cabaldi run killed it for me. Well, take that, Peter.
Take that. Yeah, you're a jerk, Peter Capaldi. Why'd you ruin it for Chris?
You're still retired. Copia, what you're doing is you're doing what retired people do, and that's sometimes after they leave professional work,
Yeah.
they take on just small jobs, using the skill set that they once used when they were not retired. So you're just
True.
doing that. You're mentoring.
Yep. Good job.
It's a lot of
Great job, Kofi.
a lot of periods.
It's a lot. Wow. That's what my father-in-law did. He retired and then he got a job at Publix, and then he quit because they wanted him to do too much work. And then he complained that the kids don't like doing work. It made me chuckle. Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Mic drop. That is an awesome celebration. I love it so much. I probably should have stayed close to the net.
It's all good. The two mans are hard. You behind me? I'm over here. All right, I'm over here. I got it.
There.
Okay, it didn't come back this way.
I know, but I at least prevented it from even hitting that.
No, yeah.
Nice.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then I hit it the wrong way. Okay, we are doing great, chat.
I had a clear shot.
Just whiffed.
Just completely whiffed. Well, that guy just stopped the ball. Thanks.
Copia, when's our next Copia stream?
I'm no boost. I had no boost. Whoa. It's a
Kiki,
dabbing ghost.
I will admit, I've become so much like a regular of your stream that that ghost did a dab. That when you weren't on the air yesterday, I was like, what day is it? I was like, what's happening? I had to try to figure out what day it was. So I hope that your day was as good as it could be with all the stress that you're dealing with. Know that we, I'm going to use a Papa Pause term. Know that we care and appreciate you.
So I find it so neat that Papa Paws pops into our streams. I'm not gonna lie. Because not that we don't have our own like celebrities. Oh gosh, I was on my back. But Papa Paws is just like, I don't know. Whenever he's like chatting, I'm like, it's Papa Paws. That's crazy. This guy's awesome.
Yeah, I know you did.
I'm in awe of a lot of people.
That's going to go in.
No, it's too high. Who gives a It's gone. Oh, God.
Nice defense. You pressed that.
Ah! Do it. Oh.
This is so stressful. I had to work late and then I went to bed. Going to bed's a good thing. I like going to bed.
Sometimes.
Well, apparently Sean stayed up too late last night. Because Axe gave us the host at 12:45 a.m. Pacific time.
Ah, that's funny.
All right, we got clip of the day. We got takeaways that were pretty okay, chat, too. I really hope your Tuesday is going to go well. We love kind of getting your day started off nice. And like Nintendo Nerd saying, as soon as the commute comes back, hopefully it will take us on the road. It'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I get shotgun, though.
Oh, dang. Get in there.
Nice
Boom!
work.
The unlikeliest of shots. Bang. Just enough of a deflection.
Tracer was sitting there outside on the silk ropes waiting for the show to open up. I tell you, I camp out in front of people's streams as well. We got this. We got this. We don't got this. Well, wait, maybe we do got this. No, we don't got this. Going through quite the range of emotions right now. Oh, gosh. No.
Yes, no.
No, yes, no.
Oh.
Hey, Copia, just out of curiosity, is that first writing assignment of yours, is that to rewrite the Powerpuff Girls script?
Oh, crud, I missed.
Mike and I are just hanging out with each other. How's the side of the goal here? Oh, it's great. How's the side of the goal for you? Oh, it's great.
I love it. Oh, come on. But he gets the ball. Okay. Centered.
Oh, and then I scored it for him. We need Sean. I will be at my first rugby match in over a year. Congratulations, Aura. That's pretty cool.
Way to go.
Okopia's going to be writing about Pokemon cards. All right, here's a question for you, chat. So I love creative work. I am very thankful that I get to do a lot of it in my real life, in addition to some of the stuff we get to do for this. I have, however, found out that I like writing copy as opposed to like long form writing, meaning I'm not good at writing articles. I don't like to write things that are more than like, honestly at this point probably more than 500 characters. Like I just don't enjoy it anymore. So my question is, do you genuinely enjoy writing? Like, is that something that, like, whether it's journaling or doing like fictional writing and those kind of things, like, do you genuinely enjoy doing writing?
I love writing. I wish I had the time to actually work on a novel.
What would you write about?
So I was working on a book about it was a post Civil War. So think of it like the Old West meets Les Miserables was essentially the premise for it. And I just never had the time to dedicate to really putting it together, just because, I mean, it can be such a long process. And I also have this really big issue where I'll write some and then delete it and be like, this is awful. But I enjoy that. And then, I mean, I enjoy writing. I used to enjoy writing scripts for my podcast. But it was just, I mean, again, the time thing was always the issue. There's never enough time in the day, or the week, or the year. Wait, what?
I carried it all the way in there. It was great. Juggled it really well. Watch this. So it pops it up, and then even tips it one more time, just for good measure.
Okay. I put my controller down because it was that.
I do know that Lady K is a pretty exceptional writer as well. So if you've ever had a chance to find Lady K's writing, I don't know if that's in the public forum, but it's definitely good stuff to watch, or to read, excuse me. Watch the writing. Pickle and I have talked about doing some journalistic work together. That would be kind of cool. You could write long-form features for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. Huh?
Chris is too busy. Chris just posted a picture. Did you punch that kid, Chris? He posted a picture on Twitter of a little kid with a black eye and Chris smiling. What'd you do?
Yeah, jeez.
Just saying.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That's
heavy.
pretty messed up. It's messed up, Chris.
It's now 8:46 on the West Coast. It is 11:46 out on the East, 4:46 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. It is tap dance day. Did anyone ever tap dance? It is towel day.
No.
Did anybody ever use a towel? No, I'm just kidding.
Nope. I don't, never.
You drip dry, huh?
Yeah, I just shake. I'm like a dog.
Could you show us what that shake looks like, please? There's something else for you to slow-mo, Chris M.E. Slow-mo it down. You'll have all of us shaking at some point in your arsenal. So there you go. He fell and got a rug burn again against the couch. Oh, no.
Sorry, little dude.
I've had brief chats with Pickle and Optimus about a YouTube sketch show. They do be creative beans. I'd love to see it.
Truth.
Tap Dance Day, Towel Day, Wine Day. So if you haven't had your wine yet, you're welcome to get it. You have Gaming Morning Show's permission. National Missing Children's Day. National Brown Bag It Day, which, again, that's apparently to do with lunch, not what my first thought, which was put the wine in the brown bag, and then nobody knows what it is. And National Sing Out Day, which was a lot of fun. We had a karaoke party on Sunday night at Sean's house, so yeah. You can tap? That's pretty cool, Nintendo.
So that doesn't really surprise me because Nintendo just seems like super creative, and like Nintendo's good at a lot of things. And tap, it doesn't surprise me that you're good at tap, or you did tap. That's really cool.
So that's some of the stuff that we talked about today. Geek Pride Day. If you still want to let us know what you're geeking out on, we would love to hear from you. One thing of news from ABC's David Botter, that's Stephen Colbert going back to live audiences. It'll be June 14th, episodes with a full studio audience, which I watched last weekend, Saturday Night Live, and that was their first full audience that they had during the whole entire season. That was the season finale. Those who are vaccinated against COVID-19 can attend if they provide proof. Since COVID-19 shut down in March 2020, Colbert has produced 205 episodes without a live studio audience. Also, I'm excited. John Oliver's show is good. It'll be much better when John can have an audience again, because he says, I think they call it the void right now.
The white void.
Yep,
He hates it.
Yeah. Oliver's so much better in front of an audience.
Yeah.
Store owners return a $1 million lottery ticket to customers who threw it away. We had that one from Ben Hopper from UPI earlier in the show. And then, of course, a few minutes ago, Mars Watch 2020, the International Edition. All right, let's get you the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. We do this every show in the first hour. And if you miss it, you can find it on Twitter. You can find Mike on Twitter there as well. I, in fact, tweeted out a happy birthday to King Gray just a few minutes ago.
Happy birthday, King Gray.
It is Taco Tuesday. You can search the hashtag
GMS, name of the morning.
to find our name of the morning, hashtag GMS Gaming Morning News, and be able to search for that as well. Apex Legends 3v3 Arena update will finally punish leavers. And this according to IGN's Jordan Alleman. Basically, if you go to arenas and somebody leaves with a full squad, then they get a 10-second cooldown. And that's one thing they're trying to do to combat that. Portal movie still alive and in development at Warner Brothers, according to Tom Jorgensen of IGN. And Sony denies it's working on a God of War movie. That, according to Adele Anchors of IGN. Some games that are out today. King of Seas, out for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Shin Megami Tensei 3. That's out for the... Oh, that's not out for the Nocturne HD remaster. That's the subtitle. Nocturne HD remaster for PS4 and Switch. PC as well. Did I do that one? Tensei?
Yeah, you're good.
Really?
You're great.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Did I say 10-second cooldown? 10-minute. 10-minute cooldown. Yeah, 10-minute cooldown.
That's it. I was like, all right, well, it's 10 seconds. Big deal.
You get a timeout. Capcom Arcade Stadium for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Saints Row the Third remastered, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S. Erica for PC, which Mike says looks pretty okay.
Looks neat. I might give it a shot just to see.
Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife out for PC. Biomutant out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And Strangeland out for PC. Our name of the morning was Very, Very Valet out for Switch.
Oh. Very, very. You have to like park cars. Is that what happens?
It looks very colorful.
You
Therefore,
park
it has
colorful
more
cars?
You could. You could park gray cars. You could park colorful cars. Doesn't matter.
I really want a God of War movie. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I support you.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Anything. I would do anything for Mike, but I won't do that.
Most things.
I would do most things for my Mike, but I won't do that. It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day.
Say what?
Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Toot, toot.
Or like Shrek 7.
At least in Shrek, like you can't see the failed facelift. Why, Mike? Why? Just age. Just age.
I feel like the Shrek movies are easier to ignore because there've been enough of them.
Well, that and like I can just put it on and like nap while my kids watch it and chuckle. So.
Goodbye, Digital Doc. Goodbye, Kiki. Just one quick question before you both leave. Do you have the same meeting or are you going to different meetings? Just want to make sure.
Suspicious.
All right, we got to say goodbye to Sean. It is 7 o'clock. No, we have gaming history really quick. Nintendo.
Sorry, what?
That was, he had to reboot real quick.
I just tried to go too quick. There you go. There's your clip of the day. I would love to know what that sound was that I made.
Reconnecting.
I do think Nintendo had it
Reconnecting.
pretty spot on earlier, which was it sounded like I was doing the dial-up sound. So,
Ridiculous.
oh my gosh, what a day! What a day! Hello, show of games in the morning. Show of games in the morning. Rude. Nintendo, I actually did start to look it up. I didn't find exactly what you're talking about yet. I think I was on the verge of it and then I got distracted. I think I kind of get the premise. So, but
Great video.
the problem is I feel like that's a song that I can kind of maybe sing a little bit. So, I like singing that line.
Oh.
Apparently, Groggy, and good moron to you, Groggy and Super. Groggy wants you to play in the God of War movie.
Totally. I could be like the fat sidekick that like chuckles. Oh, Kratos. Pro, whatever your name is. Ah. You see.
I almost said Kronos. Isn't Kronos like a stopwatch?
I think it's Kronos, actually. Kratos. Krapos. Who cares? Whoa, what?
I like how you were just basically like, okay, fine. I'm not going to have Ryan continue to look it up.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
I mean, this is what happens when we've had Nintendo in the chat since the beginning. So,
Wait, the Meatloaf song is about that?
yep. And we're not going to elaborate on what it is, but you have all the tools that you need, chat, to Google it.
Don't Google it on a work or school device. That's all I'll say. Just go wait till you're on your own network, okay?
Thank you for the follow on Facebook, Sophia. We appreciate it. We're Gaming Morning Show, and you can find us weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something that you learned from today's show? And with Mike having his first full show in a while, it's good to see you again, my friend. I love having you here. What is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
Well, I was trying to figure it out, and Nintendo just basically dropped the bomb on me about what that song is about. Holy jeez. So much for me, like, screaming it in the car now. Goo.
You'll never look at it the same way ever
Oof,
again.
no. Man, Meatloaf. What is... Wow. The 80s and the 90s were a wild time, I guess. Oof.
K-Laugh, I agree. It was kind of fun. So today was topic, and super groggy if you can get one in before the close. It's Geek Pride Day, and we talked about what the term geek means in this context. And this is just really being interested in diving deep into a subject matter. Like, for example, I love geeking out on television sports graphics and uniforms and things like that. So that was pretty cool. Nintendo, I think you all have a brand new takeaway just now. Yes, Nintendo did revolutionize takeaways that were pretty okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice hearing about everyone's Geek Out topics. I agree with that. Tracer, I am doing great seeing Mike learn something. Mike is just baffled at this point.
It's a thing. Yeah. That's... Wow, Meatloaf. I mean, it is Meatloaf, so I guess I'm not really surprised, per se. I mean...
I like how Nintendo just couldn't take it anymore. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll just say it.
It's about... Like, what kind of trailers, Kiki? Like, 2-wheel trailers, 4-wheel trailers? Do you like the trailers that you sleep in? Which trailers, Kiki?
I geek out on One Piece. What is One Piece?
On One Piece? One Piece of what?
All right. Playing out today, Tangent is currently playing Biomutants. So I'm going to send you over there on Twitch. If you're watching, no, that's not Sports.Gaming. Get out of there, captions. Boo. Damn hotkeys. One Piece is an anime. Thank you very much.
Kiki still never answered what kind of trailers she likes. Whatever.
Kiki has been to Canada twice, though. So.
Oh, 4-wheel trailers.
You
So
don't
that's
have.
cool.
You don't have to indulge him, Kiki. You could just tell him to go to hell. Okay, if you really want to.
Man, jeez.
In a world where Kiki loves 4-wheel trailers.
In a world filled with 4-wheel trailers
All right.
comes road trip.
Chris's
to
takeaway
Canada.
that was pretty okay is that I found out my takeaway is that Americans are the only ones who have ever been to Canada.
Only ones. No one else ever.
Today was chaotic, Nintendo said as well. Kate said, my takeaway is that I like GMS more and more every day. You were super kind to us.
Oh, man.
Wait, are we doing a Euro Truck Simulator stream? I hadn't heard about that. That'd be pretty fun, though. I actually had always said one of the jobs
real
that
time.
I'd be interested in doing is driving long-haul trucking, only because I would want to have gone across the country. But another reason for that is the fact that I would get to be a team driver. I'd want to do team driving, where you'd have, a partner, and then you drive across the country.
You should look into the FedEx Critical Care, I think is what it's called. They do, like, the emergency ones. They're the ones that when Jerry Seinfeld wants bagels from New York, he calls them and they like make it happen. But it's like really critical things, so they're teams of 2, so they can just continually drive, and they get paid like stupid good money.
Wow. Well,
you and Sean can do it and stream from the road.
Apparently, we have a new a new group. It's no longer the Final Hour crew, but the Final Minute crew. Both DRG and Optimus are here for the FMC.
FMC.
Kiki, oops, my mistake. I went to Canada and dreamed twice. Never actually been.
Only Americans have been there.
All right. It's great to see you all. Thank you again for Sophia for the follow on Facebook, Aura for the host with Axe Today on Twitch. We appreciate you all. Be sure to check out Look It's Mike O tonight streaming, and then, of course, GMS Plays. Ryan rides alongside my friend Sports Doc Gaming tonight as we play Resident Evil together. Please say good morning from GMS to Tangent, who's playing Biomutant, and we will see you again tomorrow as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Goodbye!